Last year, we moved into Flat 4. We'd have people over almost every night, and soon people would turn up completely uninvited, which we loved. We wanted some time to sit and catch up each week so we could chat about what it's like to be in a creative industry like music, film, theatre, whatever. So we started a podcast, and this is the Flat Fourum. It's also our Christmas special, which means I'm going off script for this next bit. We didn't really plan what this special was going to be. We also just we knew that we wanted to film it. Turns out filming 3.5 to 4 hours of footage on 3 cameras in a flat with 6-7 people on it is quite difficult. We did our best. If you want to head over to YouTube, you can search Flat Fourum on YouTube. It'll be under Flat Fourum Christmas Special. So go and check it out there. It's probably going to be a lot more fun to watch it. We've got a little bit of a Christmas quiz planned, like a big fat quiz of the year style thing. We've got a game of Would I Lie to You, if any of you seen that TV show, which is hilarious. And our guests are the guys back from season 1, episode 1. So we've got Callum, Lewis, Bo, Charlie, Andy, and my brother Max, who's done all the designs for the podcast on Instagram and everywhere else you've seen our logo. It's all Max, so big up to him. It's a really good laugh. It's a bit silly. It's not that informative, so if you're on the podcast for listening to some of our amazing guests, probably go back and tune into the other episodes of season 2. This is a little bit more casual, but I just thought we'd like to have a bit more fun and a little bit less serious chat, and that's what we did. We also got quite boozy, so it gets a little bit drunk as well, so if you want to drink along, feel free. Either way, this is our Christmas special. I just want to thank you all for listening to this season of the Flat Fourum. To be honest, it's been really cool having you all comment, listening to it, letting me know what you think, and suggesting new guests and stuff. It's been amazing just watching it grow, and I just think that season 3 is going to be amazing. Have a really great Christmas, have a happy new year, and we will see you all in season 3, whenever that may be. Happy holidays, everyone. And we're back. Hello to everyone on YouTube or wherever you are watching this. We did record, and to the people who are listening on Spotify, we didn't film the first bit because we forgot to click record on a camera. Amateur. But we are now back, and you missed basically 25 minutes of absolute shit. So welcome. This is our Litmus special.
Oh, he said it again.
And
he said it again.
How is everyone all right after our break? Someone got a bev?
Yeah.
I've got
Some lined
It
up.
took so long to sort those cameras out that I'm another glass of wine in.
Nearly half a bottle down, you, Cal. I've got two
No half
Nelson
measures.
Mandelas at the ready.
Oh, stop it.
Nelson Mandela's.
Stella.
Oh, for God's sake.
He enjoys using Nelson Mandela's name to refer to his
about
shit
baby.
beer.
I bet you got me to buy them literally to make that joke.
I don't like
didn't
Mandela.
you? I bet you've had that in your back
To be
pocket.
honest.
Nelson Mandela?
I've only just
We need that one. That's a fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Great page for you all to follow at I've Only Just Met Her. Callum will agree. Fantastic content.
For the worst patter you will ever see in your entire life.
It's pure chat.
Oh,
it's great.
Awful,
I also
awful
realised
patter.
I've not plugged the Flat Fourum Instagram at all ever on the podcast. So if you're listening, you're not on Instagram. It's at Flat Fourum. Go and check it out. There's loads of great
How do you spell
Nah,
Flat
you
Forum,
have.
Adam?
You have.
FlatFourum.
How did you get that handle? That's pretty good.
We live
Huh?
in Flat 4. It's a forum of discussion. Great. So I'll leave it to you guys. Would you like to do our agony aunt section or our quiz first?
Quiz.
Quiz
Yeah, let's
first.
do the quiz.
Can we fit the quiz in our time limit, by the way?
We might have to stop halfway through the quiz, but that's okay.
Okay, we'll go rounds.
Yeah, we'll do rounds and we'll stop and start. So, basically, this is the big flat quiz of the year. And I haven't ripped off any famous TV show at all.
Definitely not.
And we decided to loosely form teams, and Lewis and myself wrote the quiz. So the teams are Max and Bo, Callum, Andy, and
Sorry.
Charlie. Okay?
God, I can't leave you hanging.
So we've got 2 on
looked
3.
me
Lewis, can you be my little
right
elf
in
and
the
come and sit
eyes
next to
when
me?
he said that. It was creepy.
You're going to sit on the floor, I'm afraid.
They've
Just
got
stand,
3.
mate.
He's not going to be in his shot, though, is he?
Yeah.
Come and sit down here. There you go.
It's
Can I just point out this is the first time they're actually going to...
humiliating enough.
Oh yeah, this is
Just sit, little child.
this is going to be the first time
the
anyone watching on
boxers
YouTube will have
coming
seen
through.
the boxes.
Oh, no one's seen the boxes yet. Everyone's seen them now.
I'm not getting back up.
You don't want to see
I'm
them.
sure they
Right.
noticed.
So
Yeah.
we've got these teams. I would like everyone, one person
This
each
is the
team, have
new
their
You're
life.
phone
stroking
out.
him like a dog.
We've had the
And-
highlights of 2019, and the lowlights are
He's stroking
right
Lewis's
now.
head. I'd like one person with a phone on each team, and you're going to write down your
Do you
answers.
want it?
You can confer
Okay.
with your team, keep it quiet because you're very close together. we're going to start with our music round, aren't we, Luke?
Is there a
Feel free
timer,
to play
sorry?
along at home as well,
Numbers.
kids.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
write them down at home. You'll never get any of these. Do you want to read the first question, Lewis?
Sorry, is there a time limit for questions?
We're going to read them semi-quickly. No Googling, please. I'll see you fired.
I didn't mean how quick you're going to read them. I mean, how
Fired?
long have we got to
Semi-
answer them?
Until we start the
until we
next
start
one.
the next question. Not very long.
All right.
Semi-quickly.
So the first round is a music round. First question is fairly topical. The question is, when accepting her award for the 2019 Game Changer at Billboard Women in Music Awards, Nicki Minaj said when walking on stage, "Somebody held my hand and told me to stay calm and pray." Who was it? Someone that's been in the news recently.
So, yeah, Nicki Minaj said,
Nicki Minaj.
when she went on stage to collect her award, he held her hand,
He held her
He.
hand.
told her to stay calm and pray.
He.
The one giving her the
clue
award.
there.
He.
It's going to be...
Nicki Minaj got the award. Someone else said this to her before she went on stage way back
It's
when.
like super religious,
And
right?
this person said this to her.
Can you repeat the sentence, please?
Is that an
I think
artist?
it is.
Yeah.
When Nicki
no
Minaj
idea.
was accepting an award, someone said to her, "They held my hand and told me to stay calm and pray." Who was it? Someone
Yeah,
who's been in the
I think
news
it's-
recently.
I think it is.
Can you repeat the question, please?
That was...
I don't know why you said it
don't
five
know.
times.
Don't know
I
if
got
I
it
know.
after the first.
Thank you very much. I thought he was very clear.
Oh wow!
We had someone ask, and I'm not going to discriminate.
Next question.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Still in the music round.
Oh,
What's up with the team on the right? Oh, can we have team names? What's your
No,
team
I
called?
got excited because I pressed return and it automatically done 2.
Technology.
He's from the past.
Windows
on a phone.
98 did that.
Can we have team names?
Come on, it's too late now, man.
Yeah, we're deep in.
No one actually cares anymore.
Yeah.
Team Red and Team
That's the team names.
Maroon.
One is We're Deep In, which is Bo and Max, and
No
the other
one
team
cares.
is Nobody Cares Anymore.
Nobody cares. all right.
Question 2. A new artist sprung into the UK scene this year with 230,000 streams on his first single. Here are the lyrics. Who is the artist?
Charlie Man.
You only hear this once. Trying to make Starbucks like Coco's. This year I'm going to get checks. All right, yeah. Tell a man stop hyping. Toast. You can never stop my ting.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I was
Definitely.
gonna say that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, fucking good.
I'll read it again. Trying to make Starbucks like Coco's. This year I'm going to get checks. All right, yeah. Tell a man stop hyping.
Oh, yeah.
Toast. You can never stop my ting.
You
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
stop
know,
listening to this track, and it makes me want to die.
Like
It's
this.
horrible. I know it.
Lewis wouldn't.
Well, he put it on at one point. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Callum came down,
I don't
and
know.
in a sense that's never before been said in our house, said, "Can we have a little bit less grime this morning?"
I love it.
Play that.
Okay, next
Get-
question, Lewis.
Get some sillet, bang on that grime scale.
Fucking hell!
Get in the
That
bin.
was Adam Mark II with the
I hate this
Wow.
place.
staying with the music theme. One US artist came under criticism after he was found to be texting a 17-year-old Billie Eilish. Despite the uproar on Twitter, the singer said, "I've only texted him, but he's so nice." Who sent the text? Looks like there's nods of approval on both teams.
Yeah.
Oh,
Done.
Or
Done.
disapproval.
Well
we all
done.
good on? Oh, nods
Yeah.
of disapproval.
Sorry,
This
my
came up.
mindset.
Charlie's just speaking with his mic. Like.
Charlie taking the moral high ground rather than playing the
I
quiz.
disagree.
I don't care who did it, but they shouldn't have.
Shouldn't have, Lewis. Please use
What
your
did you say?
correct English.
I didn't realise I was going to get lectured on this by a Scotsman, but that's all
We're in
right.
a podcast.
Question
Hey,
4.
you're half Scottish. You can't talk.
Bad Guy won Best Video and Best Song at the MTV Awards this year, yet only ranked number 6 in total sales. What were the top 3 biggest selling songs of 2019 as of the 2nd of October?
In order.
No,
No.
just the top 3 best selling songs of the year. I mean, we're
I
gonna
don't
have
know
to.
the
I
other
think
Are
both
you
teams on a
sure?
bit of a. I confer at this point.
No, this decade.
No, this year.
This
year.
year.
Oh,
I know.
so
I
was going
know.
for the
I know
decade.
what one of them
So
would
it
be.
isn't "Sexy Back" by Justin Timberlake.
Which would be your go-to for the song of the decade, obviously.
We have just written that down. So.
Yeah.
Definitely.
How's such a spell?
It's got to be Ed Sheeran at one point, right?
Was that? Did he release in general? That was last year.
Guys, they can
This
hear
team
you talking.
apparently unaware the other team's only a metre away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
just,
got to be Ed Sheeran,
but
right?
just by saying Ed Sheeran, it's not gonna.
True.
I
of this year,
What do you reckon about
2019.
that one?
As of the 2nd of October, so no songs that come out
I
in the
don't
past
know
2
that
months
song.
will be on there.
Oh my
that
god,
was
no! One
massive,
of
though.
them's that.
I don't know about the best selling.
Another 10 seconds on this one, I think.
This is
10
like
seconds.
this is like
Let's put it.
Yeah.
for the Spotify listeners.
Yeah.
I've forgotten everything
From
before
October,
October.
yeah.
So
Really?
Is it
Our-
called?
our,
Still, do you reckon this year?
Our pop music
oh,
expert
oh,
Callum is
sorry,
struggling
Do
with
you
this
know
one.
what? What about this one?
That was big after, wasn't it?
Fantastic. Just a suggestion. When we're discussing, can we not hold mics to our mouths? Just because
Oh.
then the recording's just going to be everyone like, yeah, I'm not really sure about this one,
Is
guys.
this UK?
No, global. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay, next question.
Whoa, wait.
We have 10 seconds.
10 more.
I just
Fine.
need a brain.
I think
Wait,
we got at
was
least-
it
at least
UK?
No, worldwide.
one.
I don't think
No,
worldwide.
No, I think we. I think it
Really? Top 3 worldwide?
huge, man.
Alright, I'll go with the
What better option?
Is he not?
the.
That tasted proper like pizza.
I don't even know that song.
No, but it was number 1 for a
That
while
was
on
disgusting.
Spotify.
Charlie, you look a bit put out. Are you not into pop music?
I'm thinking.
Fuck yeah, you legend. Sorry.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know what you said.
Is
but-
there a point available for each right answer here?
Yeah, 3 points available. Why not? 5
Alright.
points available.
5.
2 for the first 2, 1 for the third.
I don't want to take part in this quiz if points don't really mean anything.
They do mean something.
Points mean prizes.
How did they do that in
Prize is
sync?
pride, Charlie.
That's not
Yeah,
bad.
so there's 5 points available for this question. 6
So-
points. 2 points.
so
2
you've had
points
enough
an
time
answer.
now,
Oh,
fellas.
that's more than 10
We're
seconds.
moving on. Spotify listeners at home got things to do. The
Think
final,
melodies.
the final
Just
question
leave it.
in the music round
We've got 4.
is in October this year. One artist said in an interview, "I'm unquestionably, undoubtedly, the greatest human artist of all time.
Yeah.
It's just not even a question anymore." Who was it? It wasn't me.
What the
It was
art?
Bo
Well-
Anderson in episode 2 of the platform.
Of a well-known podcast.
And that would have been a lie.
Oh, I think I actually read this one.
Oh, I've remembered the name of the song. Sorry.
Wait,
Wait,
You
I
need an
have a
artist for that one,
question.
Bo.
Wait, a question.
Yes.
Is it the artist of the?
No, just the name of the song.
For the last question, it was the 3 song titles.
No.
No,
For this one, the
This
name
one
of
is
the artist.
Oh yeah.
I forgot the question.
It was. They said I'm on.
They said,
I'm the
I'm
best person
unquestionably,
ever."
undoubtedly, the greatest human artist of all time. It's just not in a question. It's not even a question anymore.
Who says that?
Who? I don't know.
Wait,
Claire,
that's
who
the
does?
fucking question.
Oh, that's
Give me a list of who would say that.
Who would
Everyone else
say
knows.
that? If you asked me, who would say that? Out of-
Out of everyone in the world in the music business, you know.
Who do you? Who is an artist who would say that? You got it. We're gonna go
You
to the
taking the
answers
piss?
now. Can you swap?
Are we doing the answers straight
We're
away?
gonna do answers
Yeah.
for that round now.
we'll
just No. shout
them out as you.
Yeah. Why do you not trust
Sorry,
us?
we'll shout them out as you.
Wait, no,
we're
but how-
trustworthy.
No, I'm trying. I trust you, Christ. I'm not saying. I didn't say we're going to adjudicate them, did I?
Why is it like you're on helium?
Simmer down.
All right, swap your pages.
I was actually.
Oh, I
gonna
used
swap
to
in
hate
phones.
that.
I'm
Mark,
not
mark
gonna lie.
against your neighbours,
No.
and then we'll play heads down, thumbs up.
Fuck
Could be a female.
So what
Right.
was it? Yeah.
We're going to do the answers, Charlie. I think. I think it's that time of day.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Bo and Max, can you simmer? We're ready for the answers.
I'm ready.
I'm 2 Nelsons down. We're starting the night. So, when accepting her award for 2019 Game Changer, Nicki Minaj said when walking on stage one day in a show, somebody held her hand and told her to stay calm and pray. Who was it?
Do we say who it is?
Who do you reckon?
We thought it was Kanye, but now that Kanye is potentially another answer,
Yeah,
Potentially.
there
We
is a
say.
potential for that.
we're not so sure. But
Wait, no.
we
So
said
is your answer Kanye?
we said Kanye.
Who do you
Yeah,
reckon?
ours
Our
is
answer's
Kanye.
also Kanye.
You were both wrong, unfortunately.
Oh.
Who was it, Lewis?
It was Juice WRLD, who
I've
unfortunately
never
passed
got
away.
that.
He died, didn't
Rest
he?
in peace.
Shit.
Yeah.
The news recently.
Max, you read today how he passed away, right?
Lots of drugs.
Well, yeah.
Was that
He
was that like a seizure
allegedly.
or something?
Had
Allegedly.
seizure in
Seizure
the
on a
airport
plane
or
when
something.
police came on board.
There was 70 pounds of marijuana on the plane, which is 31
kilograms.
Wow.
And allegedly, he was worried that he was just going to go to prison forever. So he decided to take all of the pills that he had on him.
Oh,
and
right,
then-
okay. So
I
it
thought,
was
I thought you
seizure
said so he decided to fake his death and just went too far.
Well, I
Well,
think he did.
here
but
we go, Max. Let's go into the conspiracy deep down.
I don't know that much about it. However,
Just
I
passing
know
the
a bit
book
about
before
that.
he comes out with
So-
some mental shit.
I did hear there was a thing about a tweet where he was like,
Yeah,
"I'm
so
going to fake my death."
2
or
years ago,
something.
he said, "I'm gonna get famous, spend 2 years at the top, and then fake my death." And it's like, And then he's got another song which says, "I'm never gonna make it past 21." He died 5 days after his 21st birthday,
So he did
and
make
it's
it
just
past
all
21.
a bit, yeah, but
5 days.
yeah, 5 days.
Every day matters
Jeez.
at
Just
that
a
point.
bit.
Ooh, bit of conspiracy.
I mean, if you're going to
I love
fake
a
your death,
conspiracy.
you would be accurate to the day, wouldn't you?
I think
You wouldn't go past 21 and then.
Well, no,
fake
I
your
don't know,
death.
because then it'd be a bit obvious, wouldn't
I
it?
think you'd lose a lot of fans through that though.
What, by dying?
been known to impact on record sales.
The gigging scene would really die off.
No, but like you
Rely
come
on
back
streaming.
and everyone's just like, what the fuck?
But we should get your dad involved in this. He loves a conspiracy
He
theory.
does.
He
Andy Anderson,
does.
who gets a regular shout
Big
out.
Oh, he
shout
does
out.
love it.
But
Bad
allegedly,
dad.
he had 6,000 songs, or 2,000?
No, 6 you said.
6,000
Big gap
songs
there.
ready to release.
Well,
Yeah.
But
Because he-
record sales go up when you die. That
true.
sounds really
this is
morbid. But
That's
when
not
people
wrong, you're
died,
not
people
wrong.
like Michael Jackson and stuff, after he passed
was on
away,
he was on the
record
radio
sales
today.
shot back up again.
Yeah.
the next tour was dead,
Conspiracy.
though.
Hey!
Sorry.
I feel like we already had that joke, like,
Yeah.
kind of.
I actually said the exact same
Yeah.
thing.
Apologies.
Question 2. A new
Budget
artist
rally.
sprung up in the UK scene this year with 230,000 streams on his first single.
There's
Who
nods from both
was
teams.
it?
Yeah, no, this is wrong.
Shocking.
Who was it?
I'd like to speak for Team Nobody Cares.
Yeah.
Alex from Glasgow.
Alex from Glasgow will accept. It is Alex Mann. What did you get, team?
Alex from Gloucester.
Alex from Glasgow. What-
Two marks.
I think, I think
sorry,
that's
same.
one mark each. His artist
Why?
name isn't Alex from Glasgow. It's
He
Alex
literally
Mann.
says
Yeah,
in the
but-
track, "I'm Alex from Glasgow."
Yeah.
But his artist
The
name
first
is
line
Alex
is,
Mann.
it's Alex from Glasgow.
Pitbull says, I'm Mr. Worldwide. It's not his real name, is it?
But if you googled Mr. Worldwide, I'm
Who's
sure
in
a
the
picture of Pitbull would come up.
Who's in the seat of power?
Alright. Okay.
That's 1 point.
You're
It's
getting
the seat of
sassy
power
tonight.
now.
Yeah.
I think I'm in the seat of power. Sitting on the floor, my head's being stroked.
You're like his
In a pair of elf pants.
Adam's like a James Bond villain, and you're his cat.
We'll give you a point for Juice WRLD.
We didn't say Juice WRLD, though.
Yeah, no
All right,
no
can you
one's
mark?
a Juice WRLD.
I'm bad at
Can we
this.
still have a point for it?
Yeah, why not?
Right.
No, you can't.
I was very knowledgeable on it.
You were, to be fair, give him a point for knowledge on Juice WRLD.
Thank you.
What?
Give him a point for knowledge on Juice WRLD.
You didn't have any knowledge on Juice
I didn't get asked.
I mentioned the tweet.
He did mention the tweet.
No points for the first
No points
No
for
points
the
for the
first
first question.
You can't
This
give...
is like
Yeah.
like
Point each
what's
seconds.
that Garterhead that we played at Somerset that everyone was getting raging at each other?
Oh.
Was it
We
Garterhead?
played this
Yeah.
game,
I wasn't
and
there,
literally every decision that was made, everyone disputed
hated.
who was first.
There needs to be a referee.
Horrible. Do you want to do the next one, Lee?
I will do. One artist, US artist, excuse me,
Yeah, excuse you.
came under criticism after he was texting 17-year-old Billie Eilish.
Yeah,
Who was it?
You go first.
We
this
said
time.
Drake.
Yeah,
But then you've just said US artist and he's Canadian.
Yeah, I've
Uh-oh.
put
And I only just
Is he?
noticed it.
He's Canadian from Toronto.
Oh, they've
Yeah.
got the question wrong. They've got the
The man in the seat of power had a little typo there.
I don't. Well,
the correct answer is Drake.
Yeah.
we'll give that
Point
back
for
to you.
both.
Sorry.
I think we should get a point for
well
knowledge.
done.
Yeah, point for knowledge.
You get a point for the right answer, so
So
pipe
you're
down.
thinking? I did not know he was Canadian though. Well
Yeah.
done.
I didn't write the question. Don't blame me. Do
I'm not
not blame
blaming
me.
Making a horrible rattling noise.
Stop shaking it then, you fanny.
He makes a really good point. The technician over there.
Point for knowledge.
Okay. Yeah, is that wrong? Because apparently he's just saying nice things to her, but she's 17 and he's.
That's legal.
Wait, but what's nice things?
It's in the grey
Does that mean-
area, I think, isn't
Does
it?
that mean
It's
you
like-
have to be horrible to everyone under the age of 17?
It's all if you beat them.
Depends, but
Well
it
done,
depends.
Louis, you little prick.
It depends though. Is he reaching out specifically to have like full blown conversations
I think that was the
via
implication.
text? Because that's a bit weird.
The implication was that he acquired their phone numbers from them or from somewhere. It was another artist as well that I didn't write down, and then was texting them nice, supportive things. But I think there's a fine line between mentor and paedophile.
I think it was.
It's okay,
He
but
might have
think
just been
it-
trying to get a session, though.
It was the girl from Millie Bobby Brown.
Yes.
Her
Yes,
as well.
yes.
Like, just weird. Like, sure, a text saying, "Hey, I really like
Congrats
the
on
show.
this or
Like,
this,"
congrats,"
yeah.
and that's it. Like, but
Having a shit.
I suppose if you were on the other end, you'd want to talk with Drake.
She said she was gassed to have the
It's
message.
fucking Drake.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
But-
but I've
As an older man,
but he's quite known to be very not charitable, but like supportive. So I wouldn't. It doesn't surprise me that he's.
I bet there's a lot of pedos that are supportive as well.
Drake's no longer a fan of this podcast.
Friend of the podcast, no longer.
That's our one Canadian listener gone.
Okay, no, but that's a fair point.
The Canadian listener left when we called Drake from the US.
It's true. This is
Yeah.
a little bit of.
Max is 17. If Celine Dion started texting you,
No, no.
you wouldn't be happy. What if about
What's
Adele?
Celine
What if
Dion?
Adele started texting you?
No. You need to.
Give me more. Give
What,
me
you just put her
A-lister.
off?
Jennifer
Beyonce.
Aniston.
Yeah, that was the first
Yeah.
person that came to my mind,
That's
actually.
what I was gonna say. Beyonce
Yeah, that's different, isn't
or
it?
J Lo.
Yeah, it is.
J
Yeah,
Lo's
but Max isn't an
Rate.
artist.
Yeah.
All right, so Steven Spielberg's wife. You want to get into film?
No, Max isn't acclaimed in. Billie Eilish is in the spotlight and she's winning awards and she's doing all that kind of thing. So
So it
being in the
doesn't-
spotlight that comes with a different kind of level of
It
scrutiny.
doesn't matter
Yeah.
what you do. She's still a person.
Like, look at him, so compassionate.
Wow.
It's just the same.
She has an energy.
That sounds like a good time to move on.
The fourth question of the round was Bad Guy won Best Video and Best Song in the MTV Awards this year. Who were the top? What were the top 3 biggest selling songs of 2019?
Right, so we'll have one from
think
each
we got
team
it.
first, please.
Senorita.
Senorita and...
We put Senorita.
Nope, that was not one of the top 3
Oh.
songs.
Oh, shit.
We
What's
don't have
that?
the we don't have
La,
the full
la, la.
listings,
What's that one
but it
called?
definitely wasn't top 3.
I don't know.
All right, what's next?
Someone you loved.
We thought that.
But I didn't think it'd be a global tune.
Yeah.
So what's your option?
We
Aw,
put Old
I
Town Road.
Both of those are correct.
I fucking told you a shite
I
cunt.
told you.
If
I
you,
thought that was last.
if you had to guess, which one out of those two came higher, do you think?
Old Town Road. Definitely.
Yeah.
Old Town Road
No,
was
someone you
Someone You
love.
Loved was
Really
number one.
smashed.
Number one.
mate.
Someone you
You
loved.
jobby.
Well, because we've got a third one.
Do we get an extra point
Do we
for
get
that?
a point?
No.
No.
Okay.
We got it though.
That was purely for
You get a
entertainment.
point for it. Let's not fight about the grading of the
hope this
points,
is-
Right, it's
right?
fine. We got the next
I don't
question.
know.
So the
Guys,
next-
I really don't think points are going to matter. I think they are.
Nah,
Who is
no.
this guy? Of course points matter. Else I wouldn't include points in the game.
Yeah, come on.
Can we have a scoreboard or something? I don't know.
There will
It could
be a scoreboard.
fun doodling.
Oh yeah, scoreboards are great in podcasts.
Translate really well to audio.
This is just for my benefit. I don't care about anyone else.
keep a tally on your phone.
Third track.
I don't care.
By
Justin Bieber and Ed Sheeran.
right.
Oh, we
What did
didn't
you
say
say?
that. We said Seven Rings.
It sounds like you said Seven Rings. Callum's just as if he might have said I don't care.
We didn't say that one.
Correct.
Yeah.
7 Rings is not.
Yeah.
The top
I
3
could've
tracks
done
here
it
was
as
Someone
well,
You
yeah.
Love, I Don't Care, and Old Town Road.
So we got 2 points.
You got 2
I'm
points.
pretty sure I said like at least 1.5 of those.
You said someone. You
I
loved.
said Ed
Yeah.
Sheeran.
If your
did.
captain,
And
if
I
your
said
team captain
you
doesn't
love.
trust you to write down your answers, Cal, there's nothing we can do.
All right, well, fuck
You
yourself.
went really like, there's nothing we
There's nothing.
I'm so
I'd
impressed
love
with
to.
Lewis Capaldi.
Personally, I'd love to.
What?
I'm so impressed with Lewis Capaldi.
Yeah,
Be
he's
the
smashing
number
it.
1 selling track in the world.
More in Scotland.
Yeah.
America's sweetheart.
America's Sweet.
I absolutely
My
love
sweetheart.
my any type of community I have when I'm passing East Putney, and there's just this poster which is literally just his
Him,
face.
come on, he said,
And it just,
okay.
Merry
and it just
Christmas.
says Merry Christmas, love Lewis Capaldi. Like, that's
He's,
it.
he's proven that marketing works. He's got the
Yeah.
marketing and social media down. to an
Scottish
absolute T.
patter though. That's what it's all about.
But then it's been popular for years. Scottish Twitter.
Yeah.
He's capitalised.
It's true.
He has. He's just gone on that. And that video of him doing a poo and then not being able to flush it in LA.
Fantastic.
And he went to
Well,
get a
anyone
And if
who
he
plunger.
doesn't follow on Instagram, it is well worth the
Apparently,
follow.
American toilets have got weak flushes.
They do.
Oh,
they
I'm
do.
going to LA in February.
I've blocked an
Bad
American
man.
toilet.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
definitely
yeah,
going to
but Claire's blocked one of our toilets before.
I knew you were
It's
going
true.
to say that.
Both. It's true.
Blocked one of our toilets
Both.
before.
So, yeah, we need to explain that now, don't we? Now it's
Oh,
happened.
well done,
Yeah.
Oh,
Louis.
he's done it.
Bo Anderson's real name. It's like Superman when they pull Scooby Doo when they pull the mask off.
The
Oh.
villain underneath is Claire.
That was such a letdown.
I know.
If we get mixed up,
well.
we're sorry, but it's Bo.
It's the same person.
Bo to you.
I tried.
Question 5. In October this year, one artist said in an interview, and unquestionably, the greatest human artist of all time. It's not even a question anymore. Who was it?
Kanye.
Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye West.
indeed.
Correct.
Yeah.
Kanye
glad we did
not.
that, Glad we did that.
Pardon?
Yeah.
We won.
Well, there's 4 rounds.
Yeah,
We're-
shut
we're-
up.
We won the first
It's a
round.
race of 4 halves.
Do you want a scoreboard up to now?
Yeah.
See who's
Charlie
And
does.
then we'll have a
Charlie
that-
definitely
Yeah, I
does.
do.
Charlie
I don't
wants
trust.
to go home.
Charlie
I don't trust
Oh,
this
we'll go
point
back.
system.
So for the first round, Team Deep Down has
us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 points.
5 points to Team
Lovely.
Deep Down. That's a round of applause for me. That's great.
Congratulations, guys.
On your own.
Thank you.
And Team Nobody Cares has 4 points. So just one behind.
Oh, there's everything to play for going into round 2.
Dare I say it, if they'd listened to Callum, they might have been
6
sneaking
points.
ahead. They might have been sneaking ahead.
And if
on
they'd
the-
had some knowledge on Juice WRLD, they would have got a point
You
as well.
We didn't get a
fuckers.
point for that.
They didn't get a point for that.
didn't get a point for that.
Give them a point.
We're 2 points ahead.
6 points to
No,
4.
that's not fair because I also had knowledge and we shared the knowledge.
I avoided the dispute by not
You're
giving
wasting
either
your
a
breath,
point.
Cal. You're just wasting
I've
your breath,
rushed
mate.
Taskmaster.
I feel like there's some family
Bias.
preference here.
I
yeah.
want to fuck him up. It's not. It's not
Alright.
me
Okay.
trying to
You
make
You
him
shouldn't
win.
have paused that.
That's a bit disgusting.
That's your brother.
We're gonna have to take a very quick commercial break to reset the cameras, but we'll be back in 1 second for you. Okie dokie, we are
Go.
back diggity back.
We are back.
We're back, and scores on the doors are 6.
Are we going with 6?
6 to Deep Down and 4 to.
The points don't matter. We don't care how many points we have.
Don't
That's
care
your
then.
team,
You're gonna
then.
lose.
Charlie's just here to have fun, which, as you can see, is definitely succeeding.
Look at it.
It just sounds like a loser's attitude to me.
Christmas
Lewis.
cheer.
Christmas cheer. It's a litmus special.
The only thing standing between you and success
I've
is your
just
attitude,
realised your
Charlie.
jumper says I'm your father. Do you like Star Wars?
Max just says "Happy
Christmas
Birthday,
at the bottom.
Jesus," I think,
What's
and
it
I've
say?
got I've got a
What did
reindeer
yours
meat
say?
train on mine.
Jesus.
Happy birthday, Jesus. You've not got any writing. Oh.
Some say a picture tells 1,000 words. But,
And if I dance like this, it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Don't dance like that.
It
Please
does.
don't dance.
that's definitely one for the YouTube viewers.
Yeah, sorry.
It's
Okay.
like you're trying to curl one out.
What's round 2, Lewis?
Round 2 is film.
Wow.
We've got some strong film buffs on both teams, so I'm expecting high
Did you
points.
rate any of
You good with
these
film?
I
Yeah.
did.
questions?
Not
I
this
wrote the
year.
first one, which is, to be fair, a very good question.
Okay.
Which is a great segue.
Can
Can we stop
Can we
talking
stop
over
the
the
mattering?
Sorry,
Quizmaster's
sorry.
assistant, please?
He thought he was going to give me a little bit of slack there.
Assistant to the regional manager.
Little Dundler Mifflin joke there. Film. Avengers Endgame was undoubtedly the biggest film of 2019, grossing $2.5 billion worldwide, the highest grossing film of all time.
Incredible.
Cheers.
Yeah. Who was the only actor to be trusted with the entire script?
What do you mean?
Only one during the filming. Only one actor got to see the full script.
Who was in it?
What, one of the guys in the film?
Can we have
Yes.
a clue?
Do I need to give their real name or their
No, you don't get to
name?
get a clue. You got 2 points ahead, you shite bag.
Can I suggest 2 points for actor's name, 1 point for the character's name?
So
I'm
3
not going to
points
know
on
the
offer.
actor's name.
3 points
Well,
on
then
offer.
that's why I'm giving you a point.
You got a point for Juice WRLD. You can't
Yeah,
find,
we did.
can't
We
find
were.
nature, Claire.
Do you know the character?
I trust you in that.
I'm pretty sure I've got this.
Yeah? You got all 3 points?
I think so.
Slam dunk. Charlie, have you contributed to this one?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he but
Are you glad you're here? Charlie cancelled plans to be here tonight.
We respect that. Mad respect for that, Charlie.
Were they good plans?
Yeah.
He was going to go and sleep at his girlfriend's house, so when she got home, he'd be asleep. That's literally what he told
Sounds
me.
like my kind of night. Not a Charlie's
Listen.
girlfriend's house. That would be
No,
odd.
no, no. Listen, I've got to leave to go from George's house to my parents'
That
house.
is George and the Vintage Youth.
I swear
Early
her house
mentions
is
from the
further
podcast.
than here though.
early in the morning from my house in the car. So I was just going to go there tonight. So it was easier in the morning. I don't
Bit
have to
wet
travel
though,
in the
isn't
morning.
it? Bit
But
wet.
as you can tell, he's delighted to have changed his plans.
Look at the smile.
Not bitter.
He hasn't stopped smiling this whole time.
Can I read question 2, Luke?
Indeed.
Thank you. Are we all ready?
Yes.
A high street brand was thrust into the fame of Westeros this year, appearing in the final season of Game of Thrones, apparently unintentionally. Which brand, what object, and where?
3 points.
Wait.
What brand, what object, and where was it shown?
Did you watch it?
And we're looking for the name of the town or city.
What do you mean?
Not where in the scene. Where in the town or
Oh,
city? What
come
was the
on.
town or city was?
What? Oh, I'd remember the scene, but not that.
Oh, cock off.
Charlie's contributions getting ever more festive.
Yeah.
I know exactly.
I know where it is. I think in my head, but I don't know like the name. Like it's need to be Can you say that again?
Wait, sorry. Can I just
I
ask
know.
quickly before you answer that?
Here we go.
Is it the place in the series?
In the
or-
show, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
right.
name of the
So
place
if
in the
it, if
show.
it was on if it was
Okay.
on the toilet seat in flat 4, it would be London.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
London,
no,
not England. And
We
not
put
South.
we put Belfast because that's where the set is.
I respect that, but there's no bonus points.
Um,
Oh, it's heated.
Oh,
I don't care.
You don't care?
No.
You're not involved. Are you just what's it called? Vetoing the quiz because the points don't matter. The points do matter.
Look, and he'll be the one that's celebrating the hardest if they win. Charlie, to be fair, it's only been 4 months since the Rugby World Cup, and I don't think he's quite recovered from the disappointment yet.
Well, I still haven't filled in the final scores on the board.
They've got a wall chart, a World Cup wall chart on the wall, which Charlie was studiously filling in until England didn't get the result they wanted.
what a shame.
Have we both got that answer?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Quiz assistant, let's go.
Moving on. It's a bit of a harder question, this one.
Okay.
Question 3 of the film round.
Ooh, toughie.
Um,
Question 3.
Arctic Dogs was a film released this year starring James Franco and John Cleese. Despite this, it lost $44 million at the box office. Fuck. Yeah,
Why?
it wasn't the biggest animated flop of the year. What was?
Oh, what?
It's a film.
Animated.
It was-
Animated film.
Arctic Dogs did so badly they halved the price of tickets to the cinema, and
Yeah.
still no one went to see it. But it wasn't the biggest flop.
I never even heard of it.
Exactly, that's the problem. What was the biggest flop of the year?
Oh, we're not going
A
to
film.
this.
Animated film.
Would we have heard of it?
Possibly.
Maybe.
It wasn't going to be plain sailing, boys.
How much did it lose, Lewis?
I think we've got it. Sorry, by the way.
It
We've
lost
made
a total of $74.4 million at the box office.
It made.
What does that mean? So like
so
they made
spent,
it for.
They spent $75 million. They gained 600 grand. in
Oh,
sales.
that's.
Yeah.
I can imagine that not.
600 grand.
Yeah, they made
They're
six-
showing it in like 10 cinemas or
They
something.
showed it nationwide in
Right,
America.
Do you think it is?
Oh, maybe actually. Do you think? Yeah.
It made 600 grand total gross.
Oh, I know. It might be more than that. I think I look here.
So the question is,
what was
was
the
the
film?
Yeah.
what was the film
The
that
lowest grossing
that James
animated
that
film.
James Franco?
No.
No, that was Arctic Dogs,
James Franco and John Cleese were in Arctic Dogs.
no.
and that
This film
lost a lot.
performed worse than them.
Okay. Yeah, I think we got it.
I mean, I've not seen that.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
go
long.
with that,
as well.
mate.
I haven't
I
seen
don't
it. But
Yeah, I don't
it's
have it.
long.
Okay, question 4. The Joker was a harrowing film released this year with a very famous scene of Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin.
Joaquin?
Hakeem.
Hacking?
Joaquin.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Mr. Phoenix.
Mr. Phoenix dancing in a public bathroom. But how long did it take to choreograph the dance?
Wait, what? In.
How long did it take to choreograph the dance from the bathroom
not
dancing
seen
fit
it,
scene
but
in The
I-
Joker?
Not the actual scene in the film.
No, but how long did it take to choreograph that routine?
It was a notable length of time. That's
Very notable.
why the questions there.
I
Yes.
don't
Having
care.
a lot of fun.
You don't care. But it's the big flat quiz of the year.
Charlie, come on.
Come on, get some
Come on,
get some
mate,
dark
please.
fruits down.
He's
Yeah?
living up to the team name. He's the mascot at the moment.
He'll come into his own in the social
I've not
media
seen
round.
the
You
film,
watch.
though.
It's going to be all a sport round. There's a rugby question.
Oh, you
Yeah.
like rugby?
And you'll get that one.
You like rugby?
There's a poster from the World Cup up
It's
there.
like when you're a
I
kid
like
and your mum
rugby.
tries to get you to watch like a documentary she's watching. She's like, yeah, it's got children in it. And you're like, oh, okay. Or like,
Or when they try to get you to eat food that you don't like, so they'll cover it in something you do like. There's a great story of my older brother didn't like bananas, so my mum gave him like a bowl. It was like a bowl filled with
Porn.
Do you like porn?
my brother, who would have been probably sub 10 years old, Charlie.
Yeah,
And it
creepy
was filled.
bastard.
It was covered in
Drake.
custard, and it was like blocks of like white chocolate, and it had bananas in it. And he ate it and said it was delicious. Probably where my sweet tooth came from.
That is smart. Yeah, Lewis.
And
has
she's
a-
not let him forget it since.
very nice.
My mum
Um,
used to just tell me that I'd not go blind, but I'd be able to see in the dark if I ate carrots.
blind, all right?
Yes, or you'll go deaf.
Your mum
Carrots.
told you that you'd see in the dark if you ate carrots. Nobody else has had that. Fucking hell. Only households.
That's why it's
Do you,
weird.
do you know where that came from? Sorry to interrupt. Do you know where that came from?
No.
I do. But
The
go on.
army.
Yeah, there were,
I
during
do,
the
yeah.
during the Second World War, I think, the radar had just been invented, and I can't remember if it was the German side or the English side.
British,
It was the British side. Were able to spot and shoot down enemy planes because of radar, but they put out a story
Saying that
that it was because they were
They fed their
feeding
pilots
carrots to
on
the
carrot
pilot.
diet. So the Germans started feeding their pilots carrots.
So
I love
That's
that.
where
they
it
didn't know
comes
about the radar.
from.
Yeah?
Not the most intelligent the Germans are.
Wow.
All right, we've got a multicultural audience.
That is blowing my mind.
We've lost Canada, we've lost Germany.
out.
And
Viewing
Kevin
figures
from-
are going to be down.
We do have one African listener, just one, but we do have one African
That's
listener.
amazing.
Whoever
Hello.
you are,
Shout out.
thank you.
Hello to you.
Oh,
Come on, mate.
So, the final question.
They're not interested in the podcast, but he's interested in upping his social media fans, isn't he?
Saying that, I do
Solve
need.
it,
I think I
the
need 22 more followers to reach 1,000 followers.
What's
Everyone
that?
follow.
Could everyone
at-
follow me, please? At Max Rowley _.
For those listening on Spotify, he gave a full face down on the camera for that, so you are missing out if you're not. If you're
Get
not
to
got the
YouTube. We'll be Flat Forum Litmus Special on YouTube. Go and
Yeah.
find us.
Oh, I hate it.
Finally, the last question of the film round.
Finally.
Right, do you want to
rude.
get out?
Just
Get
for
out.
Charlie.
Ken, what? We didn't need you.
Bah humbug.
Your team
Trash.
definitely doesn't. In 2008, The Dark Knight prompted a change at the Oscars. It upped the Best Picture nomination limit from 5 to 10. This is an attempt to allow superheroes to get more exposure at the awards. It's taken 11 years for this change to have the intended effect in the form of one film nominated this year. Which was it? Which superhero film was nominated at the Oscars for Best Picture this year?
Best picture was the award.
Was the category, yeah. Best Picture category.
I don't think it won it though. It was nominated.
I don't think it did.
So basically, when the Black Knight came out, Dark Knight. When the
Jesus.
Dark Knight came out, they upped the picture limit from 5 to 10 to make sure that there was a chance for superhero films to be included in the nominations. And this is the first year that a superhero film has made the nominations for Best Picture.
made it.
One.
And they
I
didn't
keep
win.
forgetting my mic at my mouth.
It's all right.
And they didn't win.
like, only one.
I don't think they won. I don't know.
Are you the only person trained to use a microphone around the table? That's all right.
It's literally your job to use that
I made a list of
device.
films I hadn't seen. Remember?
I don't think you can.
Fine,
shoot.
Come on. Come on.
What?
He's just said I've got a
I'm
list of
joking.
films I haven't
No,
seen.
no, no. I was joking because basically once upon
You
a
better
time.
be joking.
Once upon a time.
Dock a point.
6 points deduction.
You better not.
Once upon
Very
a time.
serious for Christmas time.
If you think Charlie's in a bad mood now, dock him 6 points. Someone's getting hurt.
We've got
They-
4. We can't have negative points.
Hey,
They
mate, I can do
don't.
what
The,
fuck
the
I
points
want.
don't mean anything anyway, guys. It's all right. It's all
Points
just.
mean prizes.
It's all just in their
I
head.
think
Is it a prize?
Whose line is it
Is
anyway?
it food?
Exactly.
Well, you didn't bring anything.
definitely
right?
I have 4 slices of
I can't
chorizo in the
think of
fridge. That's the prize.
Chorizo?
Yeah,
I like chorizo.
that can be all yours.
Helps you see
Get
the dark
your
trees, though.
smelly, cheesy fruit away from my
Free.
strong though.
What's a free?
Your smelly cheesy free.
Maybe Adam's bitch, but I'm multilingual.
Oh no, your assistant quizmaster.
Elf.
Assistant quiz master.
Commonly known
You
as
said that
bitch.
so like assistant quiz master.
Is that all 5 questions, Lewis?
That is all 5
right.
questions done.
Oh, what?
Could you just repeat that last one?
Oh, mate.
What
you
superhero
can't-
film
no,
was
no.
nominated
You
for
gave
Best
us
Picture
10
Oscar?
seconds
To
to think of a song, which I got.
You did, to
Can
be
I
fair.
just say?
You did.
The melody just went pop.
Hashtag songwriter.
Right, back to question 1.
Hashtag William.
I
Avengers
do
End-
that. Sorry.
Can we dock a point from them, please? for
No.
interrupting
Do you know what? It's like. Do you know what I feel like? I feel like I'm at school and I'm getting told off.
Well, I've just docked
We
a
get
point.
sent
So
out.
you're now on 5.
Nah. Come on now.
Come on, Lewis.
It's
Time
Christmas.
Some people may argue they should have been on 5 points to start
Why?
with. So.
No, you're on 5 points. Avengers
really?
Endgame was undoubtedly the biggest film of 2019, grossing 2.5 billion worldwide. Who was the only actor to be trusted with the entire script? Callum Bain?
I believe it was Robert Downey Jr.
Oh my god, that's his name.
And what was his character's name?
Fuck's
He was
sake.
also known as Iron Man.
Yeah, I put Iron Man. Didn't know his real name.
1 point for that team,
1 point.
Lewis.
I don't
I
know.
said he had a
actors'
middle
names.
name. Can we get a half point?
Excuse me?
Middle
Downey
name.
Jr.
I have a middle name.
That's
Is
his
Junior
surname.
Junior his surname?
Oh,
in casual circles,
A middle
it's Robert
bit.
Jr. Yeah. That
I have a
is 3
serious-
points.
Robert Jr.
3 points for Nobody
June.
Cares and 1 point for Deep Down.
I have a serious
hilarious.
problem with not knowing actors' names. Like
Really?
any.
Really?
Yeah, like I know a couple.
Cal, was it a good film?
Oh, it was
Fantastic
amazing.
film.
Was it?
I never
I've seen
saw
it, yeah.
I know Cal's
Was
a
it
big
was
fan.
it was it
He is.
Avatar that it B, or was something coming between the two of them?
It was Avatar.
Avatar
It
2's
was
out in-
Titanic, and then
Avatar 2 is
Avatar.
my
I
favourite
think.
film.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Avatar 2
It's
has
not
been
out
coming
yet,
out for fucking years.
Avatar
It's coming out in
Nah.
20 something.
When was the first one out?
20
It was quite a while ago, right?
What, 2015?
That was the first film I saw in the
That
cinema.
was
earlier,
Way
earlier
before
than
that,
that.
I think it was like 2012.
Yeah.
A long
think
time.
before.
I thought 2009.
I went
Maybe
to
21.
watch it with my mate Ollie from home, and he
Sam
cried.
and Ollie.
Does Ollie have any other friends?
Sam.
Lovely stuff. Shout out for Ollie and Sam.
Ollie
Sam
and Sam.
and
For those who
Ollie.
don't know, I chat about these two a lot. I'm supposed to see them
For the
tonight.
regular
We've never
regular
met
podcast
them.
listeners.
Everyone
Well-
knows. They all know. Yeah.
Moving on.
Yes.
Question 2.
Thank you.
There was a lot of nods for this question. A high street brand was thrust into the fame of Westeros this year, appearing in the final season of Game of Thrones. Which brand, what object, and where in Westeros was it shown?
We have the deep
Deep
down.
down.
Starbucks, coffee cup, Winterfell. In that order.
So we got
Exactly
Yeah?
the same.
Oh, yeah.
3 points all round,
3
Luke.
points
3
each.
points all round.
Touche.
took us a second to get Winterfell.
Yeah,
But
we
it
were
was
like,
worth it, right?
We said
Yeah.
Belfast.
We had Belfast at first.
Belfast is quite far away from Winterfell.
Well, Belfast is
universe.
actually where the set is.
just out of curiosity, was it on a table or
Yeah,
a
it's
chair?
on the
Behind
table behind
Yeah.
the
Daenerys, wasn't it, I think?
Yeah,
It was
from-
by
Yeah.
accident, right?
What was
Yeah.
was there not something that was on like next to a chair?
I think it might be like a fire extinguisher.
Oh
or
yeah, that was a
something
water bottle next
Can't-
to a chair as well.
Ah,
Was
okay.
it?
What a
okay.
Starbucks cup got in a shop.
Yeah.
They left it on the shot.
Did you not hear about this?
In the
Daenerys.
background.
I don't know. I don't watch Game of Thrones.
It's only like a quick clip. though.
Charlie apparently does nothing, doesn't participate in quizzes, doesn't watch Game of
Doesn't use
Thrones.
social media either. 'Cause
Doesn't
I was on
points
social
for
media.
anything. Question 3 was...
No, Charlie, you're getting ripped into today, pal.
Arctic Dogs was a film that lost 44 million at the box office. It wasn't the biggest animated flop of the year. What was? Any ideas?
The Emoji Movie.
No.
I thought that did
They're
well.
making the Emoji Movie 2. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
We thought Angry Birds.
No, also no. It was the Playmobil movie.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Which was a
Okay.
massive rip-off of the Lego
movie. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh
But
wait,
to be
The
fair,
Lego one's
Playmobil
meant to be
itself was a
good.
rip-off of Lego.
Yeah.
I remember opening presents. Whenever you saw Playmobil instead of Lego, it was disappointing, wasn't it?
Wrong.
Connects was the best.
Oh,
Connect was so
yeah.
much better than Lego.
And you used to get the yellow and grey boxes that with the
That's-
like,
yeah.
sticky lids.
That's still around now. Like people are
Yeah.
using it in like shop window displays and stuff. I'm like this.
Really?
Like
Here
15 years old.
we had Skeletrix in work today.
oh,
I used to love that.
Do they the ones that drift? They're
no,
not
that was
locked.
old school
Oh,
ones.
so they're fixed to the
Yeah.
track. Yeah.
I used to have an Aston Martin DBR7 on my scale electric track.
I was going to
So you're
say
just gonna
on
be
your
like, I used to have
Skeletrix.
a-
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
dogs
I
used to
pawned
try
it
and
off
I
chase
used to have an
Correct.
Aston Martin DBRX.
sound, mate.
Great, so that's. I think that was a point all round, wasn't it?
No, we got
0
no,
points.
Sorry,
It's
zero.
Playmobil movie.
Zero, but that's disappointing.
I mean, it doesn't make a difference, does it?
disappointing.
What? Sorry?
Doesn't make a difference having 0 points and 1 point
Oh,
It's true.
because we would have still ended up the same.
All right,
distance
nobody
apart.
cares.
Well, the points don't mean anything anyway. So.
I think the more Charlie says it, the more invested in the quiz he gets.
It's true. This
By
is a
the
disguise.
4th round, Charlie's going to be involved.
Oh my god, this is round 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Flying
fucking
almost
hell.
halfway
Flying through, let's go.
Right, boys, let's go.
The Joker was a harrowing film released this year with a very famous scene of Mr. Phoenix dancing in a public bathroom. But how long did it take to choreograph the dance?
We said 3 weeks.
We said improv.
And that will be a point.
Yes, bro. I've
He
not even seen the
improvised it
film.
on the spot.
Wow.
0 minutes.
Actually, yeah, because he's kind of
Don't
going.
say
like
actually,
this.
yeah,
Oh
now
yeah,
you get it right,
now,
Claire.
now you
To be
know.
fair, that was my
Oh.
answer, but you didn't interrupt.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's
Can I
true.
just say, not even seen the film. I got that.
Wow.
There you
Great
go,
film.
yeah. So he just
Good.
improvised it on the spot, which is incredibly cool because it's a
great film.
very good scene.
Yeah.
Have you seen
He
it?
did train in ballet though.
I've not. Please don't
Did he?
ruin it.
Yeah.
He also lost an enormous amount of weight for it as well.
He looked
Yeah.
like
Oh,
his
too
body
skinny.
looked creepy,
Yeah.
didn't it? It was
You know the scenes
weird.
at the start where it's like his back.
Yeah.
His teeth were sticking out. Oh,
Great film though.
great.
I
Film.
came away from that feeling traumatized. Like,
Yeah.
I sat at home and felt uncomfortable afterwards.
You're really selling
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Great film.
Don't
Go
see it.
It is a great
Go
film.
see
Is
it.
it?
Yeah.
Question 5. In 2008, The Dark Knight promised to change at the Oscars. It upped the Best Picture from 5 to 10. It's taken 11 years to change to have an effect. Which film was
I
nominated
don't know
for
if it
Best
will be that
Picture?
I
now.
think it is.
We don't know.
We wrote down Spider-Man Into Spider-Verse.
Okay.
But I think that came out this year, which means it wouldn't have been eligible for the Oscars.
Oh.
Okay.
Film buff coming into his own over
We
there.
can't change it, can we?
No.
Is it Black Panther?
What did you write there?
Black
We were at
Panther.
Endgame, but obviously that's this year.
Is it Black Panther?
It is Black Panther.
Oh,
No
Should have read
points.
the question.
Clever.
Zilch.
I'm kind of up for a half mark there.
I'm quite proud I got
All
that. Why not?
Sorry,
on.
sorry, Bo.
I still got it.
You can get it at the time.
Yeah, we didn't.
I like Grandad.
Okay.
Ruining
that
that.
I
leaves
didn't get
the
called
scores.
granddad when I was being a bastard.
I bet he
Lewis,
does
leave it as a
crosswords.
surprise.
I do crosswords. The scores are a little
Oh
bit
no,
tight.
Andy wants a surprise. Charlie's begging, he's gagging for it. He's dribbling, ready
Charlie,
for
do
the
you want to be the answer
I
scribe?
can feel the sadness like radiating from
Innit?
him.
Yeah, you've got
It's got an aura.
the energy of I don't care about
Do you
the
want a
score.
glass of red?
No, I'm
Hammer the
Do you want
dark
WKD?
fruit. Is this yours,
Huh?
Claire?
That's mine.
No, I'm
No,
on
no,
it.
I've got like I'm
on
packed up down
We'll
here
have
to the
another
hills.
one.
Mate, get him just
There
down
you go.
one.
Have
We
them.
need content. Get both of them down you.
I'm on. I don't know.
Straight into that
I'm on number
camera
4.
there.
This is can 4. You're on can 2.
oh.
You're lagging behind. I'm hosting.
If
You're on
this,
can
if
four?
this doesn't get Mr. Manning energized, don't know what will.
I don't booze and I'm boozing.
The scores are nice and
I
tight.
don't booze and I'm boozing.
Boozing?
Deep down over here
Yeah.
are on 5 points.
Still, we didn't get any points.
I haven't added the points.
You lost the point.
Some of the points.
You did lose a point for.
We lost 1 point, so we've gone from 6 to 5.
Why did you lose a point?
Chatting too much.
Oh yeah, no.
Wait, what was it?
I feel like I was getting told off at school and getting
Yeah,
sent
yeah.
out or
We're
something.
No, you were ruining the quiz, so I took
Yeah.
the points off.
Oh, very
You hear
confused.
that?
I do
Ruining.
apologise.
You're ruining our day.
I'd argue Charlie's ruining the quiz.
Charlie's just not. He's
He is ruining the quiz.
He's an objector.
He's ruined my night.
Conscientious objector
It's
to
like
the
a-
quiz.
ruined Max's night.
It's like an ornament in the room. You know,
Shit ornament.
Talking of ornaments, there's some great ones on that tree.
there are.
Hang on a second.
The star at the top
Put
is
that in front of my
Alama.
phone so it focuses on that. Callum gave us this
Oh,
lovely
yeah.
gift this year of that isn't in front of the camera. That's
can't.
probably a bit close.
Yeah.
It's a lovely condom with Callum's
Naked
guys.
body.
Sensual
Johnny.
frame.
Oh yeah.
You gotta
depicts
put it back.
Scores on the
I
doors.
do
Lewis.
now have the scores.
I'm sorry, I tried to throw
It's been a
that
very good
to you.
round for Nobody Cares.
Oh wow.
Nobody Cares.
I can't think it's been much better than ours.
You
We
lost a
done
point.
it.
We
Right.
lost a point, actually. Yeah, that's true.
Nobody Cares on 11.
Fucking hell.
Deep Down on 9.
Oh, you're all in front.
That's okay,
Oh, look
we
at
got
Charlie. That's
pretty
a
good.
semi I can see there, Charlie, mate. Instantly back in the game.
And on that note, time for another break, I think.
Oh, yeah, we need a quick break.
Almost.
Reset the cameras. We're back. Hello, everybody. We're back. There probably wasn't a break for you. I think we need to make this a little bit more punishing on the booze because I'm pulling ahead.
I'm not out drinking on its own, that's why I've got the code.
I'm
there.
absolutely spandangled.
Oh yeah.
I came straight
Can I
from work.
smell it?
I had some super noodles for dinner.
He almost went straight from last night to work as well.
This
There's a
is
late one last
true.
night with a couple of
Oh, is it?
beverages involved.
So I'm quite
That's really strong.
merry.
Well, I'm nearly 4 cans of Nelson down.
Well, it is Christmas.
It's
Look
crazy.
at him! Look at him!
There he goes.
Guys, dark fruits, and we're off. I think if you lose a point, but now it's a shot for the team.
What,
And I
what?
think-
I like that.
43%.
Or a glug.
liqueur.
Oh yeah. Well, the
can
liquor.
sell-
Well, that's your
regulate, Max.
fault for
Big
buying
boy.
a fucking liqueur.
I didn't buy it.
Hey, guests of episode 5, Nick and Charlie gave us that from Lithuania.
Episode 5.
Of season 1.
Ah.
Season 1.
So it's a lovely gift. So that is the punishment because it's quite strong.
It's
if
a gift.
you lose a point, you do a shot.
And the moral
And-
is gifting is for Christmas.
I agree.
And
The loser of each round also has to do a shot. I think that's fair as well. Yeah.
starting from now.
Yeah.
Is anybody working tomorrow?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
not.
not answering, so we're all good.
10? Did you say? I think James got
Right,
10.
11.
Probably half 12. Right.
Hi, Jane.
She won't be listening.
Should be watching on YouTube.
On YouTube, Flatforum Litmus Special.
Has anyone mentioned this one's gone out on YouTube? Because
Are we doing a podcast?
Social media, I believe, Lewis.
Right, we got
Would you like to lead us on the first
Charlie,
question?
it's your
it's another record that's been broken. What photo overtook Kylie Jenner's post to become the most liked photo on Instagram?
Okay.
I do.
Very simple question. It was earlier in the year, I believe, Lewis, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a while ago now. Big craze about it.
Sorry, I just remembered.
I believe both teams have got this.
No.
I have no
Mr.
idea what
Mr.
this
B
is.
Sec Rowley in the corner looked straight on it.
Oh,
Mr. Social Media himself.
This is really.
go back to season 1, episode 8, where we talked about my 8 hours of screen time a day.
Max, you're genuinely a big fan.
I am.
Wow.
8 hours of screen time on Pornhub.
A day.
Hey, I never said this. When I came, where were you? I think I was at your house and you were on your laptop and you were showing me something and you just typed P and it was just like, there was no other suggestions. It was just Pornhub listings.
Oh, I did that in
Love
psychology as well. My teacher was stood behind me.
Oh no!
Yeah, less of an issue when you look at the school, I
It's
suppose.
recommended whenever if I just search anything and just go to type in anything, Pornhub next to Facebook.
It's next to
It's
Facebook.
the only two that I go to.
Right.
What a life.
Question 2. TikTok ended the year with 1.5 billion downloads.
Damn.
It's fast becoming a major player in the social media game, but what happens in the most watched TikTok video of all time? What is the content and the top watched TikTok video?
I don't think I understand
Couldn't
TikTok.
tell ya.
There's
It's like-
downloads.
No, TikTok is... So people... That
Download the
down
app.
now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
TikTok
Just
is
right.
basically...
Vine.
No, it's quicker than Vine. It's
It's
like
not, it's-
Tinder with video.
Wow.
What?
Wait, so you swipe them?
You just swipe up for new videos, and it's just a new video every time you swipe
I
up.
don't have it, but I've seen it.
Great stuff.
It's getting... It's got to the point where it's getting posted on all... Like, you'll see a TikTok. I don't
On
have
every
TikTok,
social
but it gets
media.
posted all across Instagram
Yeah,
and Facebook as
yeah.
well. So.
I remember at the start of the year, I had like a meeting and they were like, yeah, you should get TikTok. I was like, what is TikTok?
You would have a massive fan base if you had done that.
You could still do
Well,
it.
no, but you still have to post
Rude.
content.
Yeah, true.
This is Claire who didn't know how to sign into her own artist Instagram when she got a new phone.
Well, no, there's people
Nah,
that there's
that's
people
'cause
that
my
post on.
management made that count.
There is people that post on TikTok
Thought
doing
someone's
actual
told me
music
that.
stuff.
There was a girl who
Yeah.
got signed to Universal and I think had offers from Atlantic from a busking video posted on TikTok.
Exactly.
And she's now got
Yeah.
30,000 followers on Instagram.
Well, it's like Bieber, right? Justin Bieber got picked up off of
Yeah,
YouTube.
it's true.
Shawn Mendes off of Vine.
Yeah.
We don't discuss all
Wasn't-
the answers, guys.
Wasn't
We don't-
Adele
Sorry.
MySpace?
I don't. Was she?
Yeah, pretty
Ah,
sure.
I
and,
miss
then-
MySpace, man.
and
Adele, she went to Brit school, no?
yeah, but MySpace apparently.
Oh, fair.
But also
Fake news.
a big. Oh, do you know what, you guys don't care? A big drummer in the industry
Oh, yeah.
got a gig. One of his biggest gig through like the Ellie Goulding thing through MySpace.
You're right.
Fair.
Mental.
I never had MySpace.
Didn't you?
No.
Well,
Don't know what it is.
we digress.
You're too
What's
young.
question 3, Lewis?
So yeah,
Question 3. Instagram and Twitter are both famous for the hashtag culture. The top 3 on Instagram are currently hashtag love, hashtag instagood, and hashtag photo of the day. Can you give us 3 out of the top 5 top Twitter hashtags of 2019?
Remember, Twitter hashtags are topical.
2019.
So on Instagram, hashtag love, whereas on Twitter, it would be hashtag Boris Johnson. It would be a topical thing.
Oh,
Wait, when's this up to?
yeah.
2019.
No,
To now.
Today.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
We wrote the quiz about 2 days ago, so
Okay.
can
2
you
days ago.
explain the of 2019?
2019.
top
Like, or like,
3 of the top 5 hashtags on Twitter from 2019.
We've got 5 written down.
ah,
There's 3 points available here. So what's
I
happened
bet
this
one of
year?
them was that.
oh, that's true, actually.
Or
No, that was
I'm like,
this
yeah.
year.
Oh yeah, I mean
No,
they
no,
might get
no,
that
but
one,
in
to be
general.
fair.
Yeah.
in general. And
3 things that people post about regularly.
This
Things that
year.
you'd regularly add on
Yeah.
about your posts.
or
The biggest posts of the year.
Or
Common hashtags. Come on.
maybe.
This is a tough round.
I don't
This is
think.
hard.
This is really
I
hard.
don't think it would be.
Think of
Top
the
3
wettest
that
people
topic.
you know on social
What
media.
would Rachel put on?
What would Rachel White
9 month
tag
cruise.
her
oh, wait.
online posts?
Only one of them is very topical.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Oh.
I think.
How many are we? Are we?
Is
Are
it-
we committing to 3, or can we say like 5?
3, please.
it's worldwide as well, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
So one of them needs to be a.
We're moving on. We're moving on. Finalise your answers, please. We're moving on.
Oh, yeah, maybe not.
Okay. Question 4. One company hit headlines this year after revealing that their latest smart home product would send audio recordings to independent contractors rather than internal staff. Reports of sexual acts, arguments, and personal conversations being saved came up after investigations. What was the product and the company? So usually, if Amazon wanted, it wasn't Amazon. If Amazon Alexa wanted to
I
review
think it was
Alexa,
this.
they have a team in Amazon that talk about
Whatever that
and listen to
company
these
is,
recordings, but it's an internal team.
'Cause-
This company and this product have outsourced that work to independent contractors like you or me to listen to it and do the work
Which
for
people
them.
understandably weren't very happy about.
Who was it and what was the
I think it
product?
that because
I thought it was the Echo. I'll be honest, because there was an instance of that happening, right?
I think people were surprised that people were listening to it at all, but then Amazon and Apple and I think Google and I think all of them pretty much said that they do have to quality control.
Yeah,
them,
that's
so
fair
that's
enough.
fine.
So what's the
Sure,
answer then? You
because-
just said they all have to qualify.
Well, they're all meant to do this, but one of them hasn't.
that
They've outsourced it to independent contractors.
One of those three.
Oh, it's
Oh,
not
we're not saying
anything else.
Can we not? No, fuck it. Dock a point. They're
No,
cheating.
we're not
They-
cheating.
Cheating?
Well, I missed
They
that.
were looking through films of.
Well, we
things-
didn't though.
He's trying to dig answers out of me.
No, it was an honest question.
He was like, so is it one of those three? Then? Dock a point.
Oh,
Dock a
come
point.
on.
I think that
Right,
I think you
scores
should give
don't
him an
really-
extra point for that.
Yeah, thank you. Scores don't matter, do they, Charlie?
Hey, Charlie's in the game now. Charlie's
him
Charlie's ready to go. Charlie's like points nothing. Points mean prizes, Mac. Points mean prizes.
Points mean 4 slices of chorizo.
What was the question again?
I'm not answering. I've said it 3 times.
You're
Oh yeah, no. Okay.
Why not? Yeah.
See, they're not complaining now, are they? Because they know I'm ruthless with these points. Taking them away like fucking hotcakes.
All right, let's move on. Come on.
Are you ready?
Cruising to a bruising.
All right, fantastic. Let's go.
So the last question of the social media round. Netflix went viral last week after posing the question: what's something you can say during sex, but also when you manage a brand Twitter account? Many brands replied with "not safe for work" responses.
Oh my god, look at the rain. Sorry. Holy moly.
Is it raining?
It's raining.
Lashing it down.
It's like the heavens
It's like,
have
you know, the
opened.
rain that goes
Oh my god,
sideways.
go look, go look, go look.
They won't be able to see from there, will they?
People in the street do
Oh,
not
that
want to
was
see me.
great view.
bouncing off. It's coming up.
Jesus Christ!
Right?
Jesus Christ!
Again,
White
content,
Taylor's
quality
so cool.
content.
more
And-
for YouTube. If I'm being honest.
It's bouncing off the ground, boys and girls.
Can you finish the question? Because I kind of want to
I'm
win.
invested here.
Come on.
Only when Charlie asks.
That
Do
was-
you want us to finish the question, Charlie?
Yes, please.
So, many brands replied to that tweet with "not safe for work" responses. But for 3 marks, who left the following responses? I'm going to give you the response. You have to tell me the brand.
One at a time, please, Lou.
The first response was, "Do you want to take a lick?" Which brand, which company replied that on Twitter?
Do you want to take a lick?
They're going to give us the answer for a minute.
Really?
Are you cheating?
I am not.
You got them on a whip. I respect this.
Do you want to take a lick? Yeah. What can you say on Twitter as a brand, but you could also say in person while having.
He's cheating.
What?
Who's cheating?
He's looking at me.
What? Just because I got involved for once?
Are you getting aggy,
Get your
Rowley? You
bag.
getting aggy?
Beat out Rowley. Not for that to put him in his place. The second response was, "You can go elbow deep in me." Who? What company?
Andy's mum.
Hey!
Whoa!
Lads! Oi, oi!
Come
That is
on.
rude.
You know you
Come
can't
on.
cut any of this.
Withdrawn. Withdrawn.
Sue
Dock
is
a
gonna-
point. I'll take a point for that. In fact, give them a point. Give them
No,
a point.
oi, come
Nah,
on.
that's not
No, I
fair.
don't want a point.
Max is like, it's
Nah.
not
Give
my
them a
mom.
point.
I'm not going to finish this quiz if you give
Yeah,
them
no,
a
we
point.
quit. We
I can
abstained from
quit.
answering.
I can even it up by dropping a clanger about Swaz if you want. If you want, but we can.
Oh no, Susan's a big fan of the podcast. She loves the
Then
podcast.
it's like my
She'll be,
man.
she'll be delighted that both
is it
both
like
parents of Bo
type
Anderson
thing?
have had another shout out on the podcast. Celebrities in their own right.
Swaz, we
They
love you.
are.
What is that?
You better not give them an extra
So
point.
we haven't
though.
written an answer, have we?
Sick.
Andy, I
Remember
do
the
take
quote
that
was,
back,
"You can
I'm
go
sorry.
elbow deep in me."
Apologise to the camera.
I'm very sorry. I didn't mean it. Okay, sorry, Sue.
She's a lovely woman.
Suzanne, to you.
The final quote.
Mrs. Burrows.
The final quote that we need a brand for is "backstage pass included." Raunchy.
Is that the final line backstage pass?
Backstage pass
pass
included.
included.
If you ask nicely
If you ask nice.
on your birthday.
Was that part of it?
This is so random.
Just backstage
Sorry, I'm not
pass.
even
Did
using
you
my
write the
mind.
quiz? What's wrong with the quiz?
The
No,
quiz
it's
is
great.
Yeah.
Is it the best quiz you've ever done?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't you agree, Charlie?
The last
I don't know
quiz-
what it's going to be like for someone listening to us do a quiz.
Well, that's why they'll watch it on
Probably
YouTube.
not good.
At Flat Forum Litmus Special.
Link will be in the description.
Oh, I just snorted.
I
Swipe up.
know nobody's going to listen to
We're not
this,
that
and
big
that's
time yet.
absolutely fine.
Oh yeah, you should put a slide up.
Oh yeah.
Don't you have to be like a big
You have
brand
to have
to get on Instagram?
10,000 followers on Instagram.
Nah, you
So
don't.
we're
No,
what,
you
3 or 4
didn't.
off?
No.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I think you did.
I thought that,
Swear Ollie's
You just got
done
to
it.
register it as a business account.
Yeah, mine's a business account.
Happened it.
Yeah.
I don't know if mine's is.
Right.
So has everyone got their answers in?
No, can we
I
have?
forgot what
We,
it
we
was.
just type.
Backstage pass included. You got 10
We're just
seconds.
we're just typing.
Can we take just one little break to say that Swaz Anderson has just said that she really likes your hat, Bo?
Why'd you know?
She's just messaged me.
Why'd you? Oh, classic.
It's a lovely hat.
As
She's
if
on
she
it.
knew we were talking about her.
Wow.
Oh.
Big shout out to Swaz.
Swaz,
We
were you
love
here?
Swaz. She messages me every week about
Like-
the podcast.
If
I'm
we
sure
got-
a future friend of the podcast, I'm sure.
We should get her
Oh,
on here because you
oh
literally have a
God.
10-hour podcast.
Oh, lots of editing.
Nah, you
I
only
know.
get her. She won't stop.
It'll
talking.
put you to sleep. Like it's a great sleep
Yeah.
cast. That's a bang
Once
on.
Cal was
Copyright that,
going,
mate.
it was about when I lived with him last year, year before.
You didn't live with them last year.
It's like 3 years
Why?
ago. It was Dunsford.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
It was
you lived with
Dunsford.
Callum and
Oh,
Swaz.
it was.
Oh my god, you lived with Callum and Swaz.
No, well, I didn't live with Swaz, but
You
she
did live
came
with
round
Swaz,
to
but
visit.
not Dunsford.
Anyway, Cal went to go to bed, and she spoke to him for 40 minutes before
At me.
at him.
Callum thought it was going to be a big
For 40
chat.
minutes.
A quick chat, and it ended up not being. Never
No,
is a Swaz.
40 minutes.
We love her for it.
She speaks a lot.
but
Bless.
in moments.
All right, you ready for the answers, Lou?
Yeah.
I am indeed.
Right.
I'm going up too far there.
What's question 1?
Which photo
Shout.
overtook Kylie Jenner to be most liked photo on Instagram?
What do you reckon, boys and girls?
Egg.
Yeah.
That's a pointy.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten about this completely.
Yeah.
Lewis wrote this
I
one.
didn't.
I
Did
know.
they end up selling the page? Like what happened with it?
I don't know.
I think it's still on Instagram. I think it is just.
Oh,
I think
so
it's just
I'm gonna look it
the
up.
Instagram account and that photo. I believe is.
It's-
the
How
only-
many
it
followers have they got? Do you
No,
know?
it started to crack. Do you remember? They kept posting more pictures of it, and it had more and more cracks in it.
Really?
Yeah, I
have
don't
no
know what the
recollection
end
of
result
that.
was.
I don't
though.
remember that. I didn't follow them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And
Wasn't
it's-
that invested in it?
I've never heard about it.
It's, I mean, the account's called World
It's,
Record
it's
Egg.
called World Record Egg. It's verified. 7.5 million followers.
If anyone from Instagram's listening,
I don't think that's. Yeah,
and-
it is the one.
And
is
it's,
aware that an egg has more followers than this podcast, sort it out. Premium
I
content.
mean, I don't know how they're going to
I
do
think
that.
they've lost followers. I think it was more than that.
Advertise
Or
it
at least
everywhere.
verify it.
but it's
Yeah, verify Flat Forum.
the highs and lows of an anxious egg.
Great bio.
This is like it looks like it's pretty good for like mental health awareness and stuff, which is
Bloody
decent.
hell.
Is there a
That's
lot of
really cool.
posts?
That's really cool.
46 now.
Are they all
Wow.
eggs?
Yeah,
Oh,
like animated and stuff.
Question 2.
amazing.
TikTok had 1.5 billion downloads. What happened to the most watched video?
I think Max knew this one. We
Well,
didn't.
let's go
No,
to you guys first.
We don't know. We
We
don't know.
reckon it was some sort of song.
Okay.
The young one in the group.
Alright, if I get this wrong, I'm gonna be.
Yeah, in it.
Was it? It was they put Mentos in a Coke bottle and then threw it in the air and then it
Wah.
exploded.
Wah.
No.
Was it not? Oh god! Oh god!
Absolute humiliation.
Embarrassing.
The most watched video is a man wearing cups as shoes and then
Oh,
falling
I've seen
over
this,
and
yeah.
smashing a pot of milk.
But is that
I've
not?
not
Is
even
that
seen
not
that.
a Vine?
I thought it was Vine.
I'm pretty sure that was a Vine before it was
That
on
was a
TikTok.
Well, it's now on TikTok and it's the most liked video on
It's most
TikTok.
watched,
So
yeah.
the question
Most
stands.
liked or most viewed?
most views.
Most views.
The most liked is the.
Is it?
Wait, but if you swipe,
30
if
million.
it's a
30
swipe
million.
through thing, how can
lot.
you have a specific video that's most viewed?
Because the more views it gets, the more people's pages gets put on, and like the more likes it gets.
And
the
if
more
everyone
comments.
watches it twice, and then they pass it on to their friends, obviously it's going to
I
rack up.
feel like an old person.
Me too.
Like, I don't know. How does the internet work?
Callum recently celebrated his 27th birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Callum's
Oh,
It's
in
old.
the
really
group.
bad.
In
I was thinking
Somerset.
you're below what you are.
Question 3.
This was the hashtag one. What was the? We needed 3 of the top 5 hashtags on Twitter in
This is
2019.
Or
Are we,
Hardest.
are we doing 3 at a time?
One each, I reckon. What do you reckon?
Are they
guys?
going first?
Yeah, go for
I
it.
changed it to.
Our first one
Yeah.
was live, laugh, love.
Hashtag live, laugh, love.
Oh, that's true.
Oh well.
We done Trump.
Neither are right. Next one.
Oh
Our next
wow.
one was Trump.
Hashtag Trump.
Brexit.
Hashtag Brexit. Neither of those.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
Good guess.
Is it?
Football.
Neither of those.
Wow.
okay.
This
So-
was tough.
The
Well,
top-
it was, this was a hard one.
Was
Yeah.
one of them Jimmy Fallon?
No.
Because he trends every week.
Yeah.
So the reason I was saying kind of think the things you post on. So one of them was hashtag vegan
That was the top post.
on Twitter.
Oh wow, yeah, okay.
That's awesome,
'cause-
to be fair.
How do you know that someone's a vegan? They tell you.
Exactly.
You're not wrong.
Hashtag vegan.
Yeah.
Sorry to all the vegans out there.
In second place was something very Rachel White-esque. She won't mind me saying. Shout on podcast.
She's not gonna listen.
9 months cruise in Dubai. That'll get your Middle Eastern listeners up.
No, in Dubai, it's everywhere.
It's too late. She's
Shout out
off
to
to
Dubai,
bed.
She's off to bed. A classic. And the second one was hashtag Motivation Monday.
Fair,
Then we
fair.
I
dues.
see
Okay.
that a lot.
Then in
I don't use Twitter.
following in perfect
My Mondays are not motivated.
sequence,
What's next?
hashtag Travel Tuesday, which we all have as regular
Is that what it
travellers.
was?
And then next.
We have hashtag WCW, which I think means Women Crush
Woman
Wednesday,
crush.
I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Man
like
Crush
so
Monday's in
many
there as well.
times.
Thursday.
Not.
And the next one was hashtag TBT. Throwback.
So they were daily thing.
Too
Yeah.
obvious.
I forgot about that. I
There
was
you go.
thinking topic.
Wait, so
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
Tuesday people go travelling?
No, but everyone on who is travelling posts hashtag.
Only on Tuesday?
And when people get back from somewhere like, for example, Prague, and they want to post
God.
about it, Travel Tuesday is the perfect time to post about it.
Have you
Or Throwback Thursday.
All Throwback
been to
Thursday.
Prague?
Or if you're with a woman, Women Crush Wednesday.
But definitely not Motivation Monday.
And you just want to motivate someone to go to Prague. 4
I
posts
have
in 1 week.
never hashtagged or seen those hashtags. I've seen
Well, that's
Throwback
why you don't have many
Thursday.
followers.
You've never seen Throwback Thursday.
I've seen Throwback Thursday.
I've come off Twitter. I don't use Twitter.
Yeah, I
No,
don't
As
use
have I.
Twitter.
As
I
have I. I
never
took
have.
about
Really?
maybe about 2 years ago. I was like, I'm productivity.
Me too.
I'm-
I don't use it.
Twitter is
I
You were
forgot.
bad for
hilarious.
scrolling
I forgot my
on Twitter,
password
though.
2 or 3
don't
years
use
ago,
it.
so I just can't be asked to log back in again.
Twitter.
and I
I can't remember
don't
his security
care.
questions. I can't remember the name of his first pet. That's the issue.
Oh,
Twitter is high quality content these days, especially.
and Callum
Every-
sends me all the good stuff anyway.
Everything you see on Twitter, you'll see on Instagram a day later.
talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Headlines this year after revealing their latest smart home products with send audio quotes. What was the product in the company?
Was it the Hawaii P1 phone?
The Huawei P1.
Oh, we didn't say the product. Do you have to say the product and the company?
Well, it's too late now, so you fucked it.
You get a point for each. If you get the.
We'll take your first answer.
I'd say phone. Google.
No, it was the Facebook portal.
Didn't know that was a
I didn't know
thing.
that was a
Really?
thing.
It's not been a great year for Facebook.
Yeah, I've never heard of
So
that.
it's a camera that you put on your TV that follows you around the room and videos 24 hours a
seen
day.
this,
Why would
Yeah.
you want that?
So when you're video calling people, it follows you around,
Oh,
which is
man.
kind of that's a cool concept,
Yeah,
but
no,
it's
but-
constantly
And
listening and
also-
recording.
No.
Because
security camera.
if I want a camera that follows me around, I turn it on
Yeah.
and use it when I want to use
Yes,
it.
and it's owned by Facebook. The
They're gonna fuck you.
worst for privacy. In the
I was thinking
world.
like Google or
Yeah.
like.
Well, I thought there was only
know.
Google, Amazon, and.
Well, I say smart home. It's a speak to wake camera.
So the question was wrong.
yeah,
No, no,
again. That's the second time.
hey.
So I think that
Turn it
means
down,
2
yeah.
points from you.
So that means 1 point each extra added on, please.
Absolutely
Elf.
not.
Which is equal
It just
to
means
zero.
it means a couple more shots for Adam at the end.
That's
Yeah.
true. I'll take that.
True.
Next
Yeah.
question, Lee.
The final question was in relation to the Netflix tweet. What's something you can say during sex, but also when you manage a brand Twitter account?
Very good questions. I like this one.
The first one was, do you want to take a lick? What do we have for that? What company was it?
We put
Well,
we
you
put
got
Royal Mail.
Oh, that would have been
I respect
so
that.
good.
I
That
do
would have
respect
been so
that.
good.
Do you want
What?
to take a lick?
As in the
Lick
Yeah,
the stamp.
that would have been so
Or lick
clever.
Yeah, we said stamps.
Stamp,
No?
envelope, whatever.
We said
Yeah,
Ben
we
and
did know
Jerry's.
that.
Ben and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's.
He's got it right.
Fair.
Has he?
Oh, well
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you want to take
That's fine. I'm
Yeah,
happy
okay.
with
We're
one.
too smart for this. That's what it is.
You've
Valid.
overthought it.
Royal Mail? You should have fucking said that.
Royal
Tell him,
Mail,
Charlie.
if you're looking
If
at...
you're over
I'm over
there.
there. Royal Mail.
Yeah.
I
Get
feel
your
like that's
Twitter-
too complicated.
Twitter
though.
tweets.
Yeah,
out.
that's.
When you
If you-
receive post, you don't lick it. That's what you do at the start.
No,
and
you
then
got the point.
post it.
Do you not?
I don't.
No,
I
just
don't
leave it.
usually lick Ben
They'll
and
take
Jerry.
points off. You're not gonna lie.
Sorry, yeah.
Right now, we got this down.
Royal Mail, if you're looking for some social media managers...
Advice.
Hit us
They are
up.
friends of the podcast, Royal
Yeah,
Mail.
Royal Mail.
Friends
I
of the
don't usually
podcast.
lick Ben and Jerry's either. It's kind of more of a
Horses
like
eat-
a horses eat with their lips
Lips.
kind of.
Yeah.
Also, renationalised Royal Mail.
But anyway,
No politics.
No politics.
No.
The next one was, you can go elbow deep in me. What do we think?
It wasn't Sue. Zan.
Mrs. Boris.
we-
to you.
Charlie came up with pretty much all of ours, and he was pretty good suggestions.
Can we have a round of applause for Charlie? Because that's the most involvement.
Well done, Charlie.
I like this round.
Go on.
We said the marigold gloves, the washing up gloves.
That
Another great shout.
so
I almost want to give you a
good.
point.
That was
I almost
good.
want to give you a point.
You know, for both, can we give them a point for those?
No!
answers?
I
They're
mean, I
really
don't
good.
want a fucking point.
No,
We
but
can't
they're
get
wrong.
a point.
I want a
I'm not
point.
playing for points.
They're
I'm playing for
wrong.
fun.
They're really good answers.
Yeah, exactly. They're wrong.
But they're really good. Give them a point.
No,
No,
I don't
you're
want a point. Take
Alright.
that point off.
No, you get a point for that. That's really good. Yeah, okay. And what was yours?
I don't even want to say it.
Nike.
Nike.
Ooh, what?
Wait, I didn't know.
It was a
Like-
panic. You were moving on to the next one and we hadn't got an
Okay,
answer.
fair enough.
Yeah.
The answer was Lewis.
You were so sad. You were like really camp there.
Fucking tell us your
It's
shit.
his
cunts.
podcast voice. Oh, look at the tension in the room. The correct answer was Kettle Crisps. I think it's Kettle
What?
Chips is the name.
Kettle chips.
Bag of crisps.
Oh,
Why?
mate.
Get your arm. Pringles would be
These are
another good one.
But you
How
can't,
small must your
those
arm
bags
be?
are not big enough to put your arm
ones.
elbow deep
Unless you're a
in.
dwarf.
Whoa.
Very niche. Very niche Twitter content.
Sorry.
Thin ice.
Kettle
Oh,
chips.
oh,
You need
wait,
to sort
sure.
your social media as well. Fucking hell.
Hey, Paramount Studios put like, we're not getting involved with this. And Netflix replied, you had Mount right there.
Yeah, I saw.
NHS had You'll Only Feel a Prick as well. Which
You
is
only
not
feel
really
a
Yeah.
little prick.
Yeah.
What
was the
the
third
final
one?
one was Backstage Pass included. What do we think?
Like Live Nation or Ticket Web.
Ooh,
Again, Charlie.
Ooh, very good answer.
We
You've
put the
earned that point.
Oscars.
The correct answer was StubHub.
StubHub.
I mean, they're still wrong.
Fair
Yes.
enough.
Very close. That's
Matt-
the end
right
of
ball,
round three.
Max Rowley, the
Oh,
new
it's all
Charlie
right then.
Manning.
The right ballpark.
Definitely, I think that point was
Points
well
don't
earned
even
for them.
matter, do they? So.
They matter.
They
a lot.
don't.
There's 4 slices of treats on sale here. We're going to take a short break so I can go for a wee and reset these cameras, and then we'll be back in 2. We're back, everybody.
We're back,
Hello,
we're back.
hello,
Hello.
hello. Probably wasn't a gap for you.
Can-
How you feeling, Charlie?
Good.
Yes, Cal.
Can we make some fake ads?
Yeah. Yeah,
We'll,
let's-
we'll film them after and then.
we'll film some fake ads for you. Coming at you. Some
That is so
adverts.
exciting.
Do you want to do one, Bo?
We are sponsored
Why
by
not?
shagging reindeers.
I can't believe
Can
that,
we
you
just
know?
stop it with the
It looked
fantasy?
so innocent. Who knitted it?
I
I
Just
don't
happy
know.
he's talking, Matt.
thought you were going to be like, my gran
Did you
knitted
went up to
it.
an audition?
I bought this 4 years ago, and I think it was like 75 quid because it's hand knitted. But I've worn it so much.
75
You
quid.
paid
He
75
then
quid.
contacted the CEO and got it for free. But that's all right.
And got another one sent
I
to
wore
her because
this
it didn't arrive.
I asked Michelle Humphrey's advice. She said to wear it to audition for Will Joseph Cook. Guess what? Didn't get the gig.
I'm not surprised.
Can
And
you
that's
mate.
why he's
imagine?
here doing a
Yeah,
podcast.
that's
you-
why you didn't
I
get
don't
it.
think it was the jumper, mate. I'm not gonna.
Can
looks
you, can
so
you imagine
innocent,
though your
though.
nan knitting that?
No, but the thing is that people, my nan's seen it, my mum's seen it. She didn't realise what it was
No, you
until
don't.
way later.
You
I
went to
didn't.
school, didn't you?
I've worn it everywhere.
I'm glad it's stretched out because you've really filled it out.
In a good way.
No.
Yes. -1 point.
That's fine.
We
I think
didn't
you look
do
great.
That's worth it.
Worth it.
Is that,
was
is
worth
that
we didn't do
minus?
scores on the
Yeah,
doors for last
Oh,
round.
scores on the doors for round
We
3.
can edit this back in. It's still nice and tight. You both
That's what they all say,
Always.
mate.
For the price of a
You love
pepper.
to
For
hear
the
it.
price for Peppy, you may as well say it.
Unless you're
Right.
Bo.
I knew that was coming. I was
Hi, Swaz, love you.
The difference between the teams has stayed exactly the same.
Right, apart from that deducted point just there.
Well, I decided not to take that one.
Nobody Cares are on 13. And Deep Down are on 11.
Sorry, was
2 points
that
in it.
30?
13.
Okay.
And you were in 11.
Yeah.
They got 19 extra points for not questioning us, Max. So pipe it down, yeah.
Come on, let's get on with it.
Right, sport round. Let's go. Come on.
Sport round. First question.
Can I read it?
Is in the realm of cricket, which
Oh no,
I'm
you read that one. You read that one.
I'm going to take over.
Knowing about cricket.
England took a famous
I don't.
victory in the Cricket World Cup. Famous probably for people who like cricket rather than musicians. In July of this year, with the final going down to a super over.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. You love to see us.
We love a super over. We love
You
a
love
super
to
over.
see it.
The excitement was through the roof.
Super over.
Moving swiftly on. Who did they beat in said super over? It's a country. For Claire, who's looking very confused, it's definitely a country.
It isn't Iran.
It's not Iran. It's still not Iran.
I watched it.
And Scotland didn't get that far, so that's then ruled out as well. Apart from that, it could be anyone.
We try not to be good at sports that suck.
It's a Tory sport, isn't it, really?
We try not to be good
Hey.
at
No
sports
politics.
generally,
No
but
Hey.
politics on this podcast.
I used to play cricket for Dunstable Town.
You say it as if it's going to prove me wrong, Charlie.
Dunstable Town.
Right, next question, because we're nearly 2 hours into this podcast.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Joking.
No.
This could be a long
And
one.
we've got a lot left to cover.
Yeah, we actually have.
Here we go.
The Canadian rugby team put in a great effort in the World Cup, and in one game, lock Jamie Cudmore decided to stick his head in the opponent's huddle to listen to their plans. It wasn't appreciated, but what team does he eavesdrops on? Did he eavesdrop on?
Max is looking at the.
We've got a 1 in 3 chance here, Cross.
We literally have a board with the names on it.
I didn't plan for that, but I can't stop it.
What's the options?
Jamie Cudmore
I'm gonna get
decided
that
to
view.
stick his head in the opponent's huddle to listen to their plans. It wasn't appreciated, but what team did he eavesdrop on? We've got everyone looking at our World Cup Japan board.
Oh, I don't think it'd be.
New Zealand, Italy.
I don't remember
Namibia.
He literally stuck his head in, listened, and then got shooed away by the other players.
New Zealand? No,
It was
not
cheeky.
New Zealand.
Cheeky
Big,
chappy.
big balls on him.
The biggest.
Big old bollocks on him.
Getting our Canadian listenership back on side after the infamous Drake question earlier.
New Zealand?
Yeah.
Or Canada? No.
Oh, yeah,
They
like.
can hear you.
Yeah, well, I don't know the answer, so. We had a 1 in 4 chance.
Mind games.
Okay, question 3.
This year's Wimbledon women's final was closely fought. But who stopped Serena Williams winning her 24th Grand Slam? This will be impressive.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Shock.
Oh,
I zoned out.
it was
Yeah.
Who beat Serena Williams in the women's Wimbledon final?
I don't know tennis players.
Who's the
Oh,
one
do
who was
I?
on drugs,
Apart from
allegedly?
her.
Google it.
Allegedly, is an important word.
Was it not her? She came back. You know,
It's tough on this.
The one that got banned for doing drugs.
No idea.
Okay.
put that down.
know.
Armstrong.
Jesus, I can't remember that woman's
Going
name.
back to
Anyway.
Wimbledon, yeah.
It was Jane Doe.
I've literally.
Oh, yes.
Jane Doe.
The only one I know is
Okay, so question 4.
I don't know how you spell that.
yeah.
Andy Ruiz was widely criticised for. I can't fucking read after these Stellas. This Nelson's.
He's Nelson.
Andy Ruiz was widely criticised for his physical condition after his loss to Anthony Joshua on the 7th of December. How much weight did he put on since his last fight only 6 months before?
In kilos or
Is this,
stones?
is this
Either
the
is
closest? Is this the closest
Fine.
wins?
I
Yeah,
did the
the closest
conversion,
win.
mate. For a quiz.
I only know it in grams.
So, Graham is
accept
fine.
it.
What pounds?
If you get it exact, you get 2 points.
Okay.
Else it's the closest.
For 1
that's
point.
more pressure for the
There you go.
closest.
I
He
think
How
was,
much
he
weight
was
did
a
he put on?
tubby
I think I
boy
know.
6 months after
But
becoming
I don't
very
know, I
rich.
feel like
A lot of
I have
partying.
a number in my head.
A lot of boozing.
On weight.
Yeah, he was a big boy.
And he was already a big boy.
Yeah. He got
Tubby.
battered in the rematch.
I'm just gonna
By
guess.
Anthony Joshua, who, can I say, went to my school.
All right,
Shout
mate.
out, shout out Watford.
Did not go to the same time, though. That was like...
Ruiz?
No, Anthony Joshua.
Who's digestion service? I mean, dodgy jammers.
Dodgy
Dodgy
jammers.
jammers.
The dodgy jammers are on offer.
Digest-
The dodgy jammed offer
digest-
justice. Go for it.
The
I think it
final.
was that.
Well, one sec, I'm just typing.
That's alright.
Oh my god, they
Go on,
must
final
have
que-
started.
no
It was
idea.
bottom.
Final question.
Yeah,
real
fire
side.
away, man.
Do they, Bo? Insert it through the bottom.
That's
Backstage passing through
that's
this.
stuck from the one underneath your fanny.
They definitely don't inject
yeah.
jammy dodgers from the bottom up.
I did
When they have
I
when
just
they have a hole
wonder-
in the top and
They
it's
can
like
take it to
it's-
pieces around
It's
the
literally a
side.
sandwich. Like
Oh, they must inject
I
the
did
jam
think
through
it was
the
like
biscuit.
Fucking
you're
hell.
a fucking nut job, man.
That's why I said it, because it was weird.
Charlie's had his third dark fruits. He's on form now.
Taking him over the threshold. The final question.
All right.
Very, very loosely based around football. So no need to worry. Very loosely based.
Max is all over this.
Axel Tuanzebe.
Yeah, got it.
No idea.
Write down then, mate. Had a breakthrough season for Manchester United.
Oh my god, I've actually just guessed it right.
But off the pitch,
Oh no, I haven't.
he broke a world record
Oh, I know.
for the fastest completion of a kids game. It's a classic kids game you all played.
Do I have to get the exact name of the game?
Yes.
If you know the game that's up, you'll get the right name. It's a very common kids game.
Can you say the question without Max, like...
Axel Tuanzebe, who's a footballer for Manchester United,
Oh, yeah.
broke a world record for the fastest completion of a game.
right.
Kids game.
Kids game. He played it on his own. So you can play it on your own, you can play it in a team.
Is this the last round?
It was on their pre-season
Yeah, it
tour
is
in
indeed last
America.
round. We need the name of... need the name of the
I
game.
Is there any
spy
other
with my
details that can
little
give me extra
eye.
points?
Does the beginner move? See, clock! Right, done.
Was it
Name of the game.
Story time. When we used to play I Spy, regardless of the letter, Max used
Story
to think it
time.
was fence. No matter what the letter was, you'd be like, fence?
No,
No,
it's
no,
bench.
it's G.
I thought it was bench.
Jackal. Jackal. It's a jackal.
I can't think of games that I used to play on my own.
4, 3.
You can play it against.
Oh yeah.
Usually play it against 3 other
Oh,
people.
mate,
but
come
usually
on.
4 people playing.
Come on.
You're giving them a lot of clues.
You've just given them the clue because I
That
knew
was
the
to the
answer.
room,
That's
to
not
be
fair.
fair.
If you've got the answer, I'll be very
I
impressed.
do have. I'm a Man United
Why?
fan.
Oh,
It's
I know the
nothing to
answer.
do with
It
Man
is.
United.
It is.
Okay,
Good shout.
question 1. The Cricket World Cup
Better
Super
go
Over.
back.
Who did they beat?
New Zealand.
New Zealand. Oh wait,
No, South Africa.
South Africa.
So that's 1 point for the...
Wait,
Cares.
Cricket World Cup final.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
South Africa was the rugby
Sorry,
boys.
Do you know how I remember that?
How?
I remember reading like a massive article in BBC News the next day about how they'd had an interview with someone from New Zealand
Great. I don't care.
crying about how
Yeah, Andy.
like there's a road in England that has a steeper incline than a road in New Zealand, and that was like their like thing to shout about in New Zealand, and the guy was really upset, and he's like, first the hill,
Rather than
now the cricket.
Rather than the major sporting competition he just lost.
No, but it
Maybe that's why they lost. Maybe their priorities weren't in the right place. The second question.
What just happened?
Yeah.
I told one of my long stories.
Very
No, it's
confused.
Steep Roads.
Steep roads.
That sounds like someone's name.
Steep Roads.
Oh, you know Steep Roads.
This podcast has devolved. We're at 3 hours, 2 hours.
Sponsored by Steep Roads. friend of the podcast.
Friend of the podcast, Steep roads.
Just you wait for season 3, boys.
I can't wait for that episode of Steep Roads.
Jamie Cudmore of the Canadian rugby team decided to listen to an opponent's huddle.
Who was it?
Who was the team he played? You've both got like basically multiple choices.
It's 1 in 4.
1 in 4.
We went with New Zealand.
What did you guys go for?
Italy.
We said
Wrong.
Italy.
Namibia.
And it's a great video, go check it out.
Oh, it wasn't 1 in 4 though.
He literally sticks his head in the huddle and then gets proper shoot away.
Fair.
Next question
no points
is...
all
Fair
round.
fucking dues, man. Fair
In
fucking
the
dues.
world,
Canada.
in the World Cup.
What are you? No, France didn't play Canada.
Was it in the qualifiers?
No, they didn't get through to the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Well, another wrong question. We can't count that, can we?
Fuck it, move on.
Yeah, that's true. No, it was a great question. We're moving on though.
No, but we couldn't have possibly got the.
1 point each. 1 point each.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I don't want a point for that.
Yeah, I don't
Fuck,
want to
yeah,
play
fuck your points.
I don't want a point for that. I'm gonna walk out in a minute.
Yeah.
This is.
Are you going to go to your room?
This year's Wimbledon
I'm
final was
gonna go to
first of all,
bed.
who
I'm off
beat-
to bed.
Who beats Serena Williams?
Sharapova.
We
No.
Sharapova.
Sharapova.
We have an age of the person that beat her.
It was the
That does not
16-year-old.
count.
All right, Drake.
Go on.
We have an age. I think she was like the 17-year-old, and she was
I know
really
what
young.
you're talking about. That's
And you
not
I
a
think
name.
she was. I don't know.
I don't know her name.
She
Yeah.
beat everyone.
She's
oh, right.
28.
Alright.
I remember
Wait,
the
16-year-old went or 17-year-old went a long
she
way.
smashed it.
Oh, yeah,
though.
she did.
That's what they all
Was
say.
it by any chance the one that they were giving t-shirts out to at Cyphers down the road?
No, that was Joanna Conter.
It was-
Wasn't she
We've
the
only
one
just
that
met
held
up.
Oh,
the?
shut up! I want to hear who
She
it
held
is.
the racket and hit the ball. And
Charlie, I don't know. I don't,
Let's
Yeah,
move
she,
on.
yeah, she was. Yeah, that one.
I don't actually watch tennis. Simone Halep.
I couldn't have told
I
you
mean, I
that.
would never have got that.
I remember watching an interview of her afterwards, though, being like, "I can't believe I've just won this because she is the person that made me play tennis."
Yeah, that's
Mental.
crazy.
Which is mental.
Yeah,
that's
that's kinda
crazy.
That's pretty cool.
I'm just saying, France did play Canada in the World Cup.
No, they didn't.
Did you write something down
You've written
wrong?
it down
I bet that's
wrong.
World Cup 2013 or something.
what World Cup?
Yeah.
I got the question right. Don't be a sore loser.
Well, no, you didn't. Or unless Charlie got this wrong.
Google has a match report for it. It says the score was 13-9.
In which what year?
It was 2019. That's what Google says. We're moving on. It doesn't matter. You just didn't get any
I
points.
think that's only come up on Google because they've been listening to our conversations.
Yeah.
That must have been
Well,
the.
that's Facebook.
That's the Facebook portal for you.
Andrew Ruiz was criticised for getting fat. How much weight did he put on in 6 months of partying?
I literally have a guess, but I think is it 13.5 kilograms?
What do you guys guess?
£20.
How much is that?
Oh, for God's sake!
One
That's a stone and a half, right?
stone and a half ish.
Wrong.
How
would you say 13 kilos?
13.5.
Which is about-
Kilograms.
which is about 2 stone. He put on a stone, which is six
So
and
we
a
were
half
closer.
kilograms.
1
So
point.
it's a point
Oh,
for
well
deep
done.
down.
Good effort.
That's
a lot of weight, though.
How many pounds is that?
Might have been
At 14.
6.5.
Oh, I was gonna put
12 or
I
14?
was going to put 13. So
Have
we
you
would've
seen
got
how
it.
much
Right, we still won it.
Tyson Fury puts on though?
No.
He gets massive,
Really?
and then he
Well, yeah, but he
like
starts lighter, doesn't he? Ruiz was already fat and he put on a hell of a lot of chub.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fury said he just doesn't care what all the dietitians say because it's like if you're going to be a boxer, you're just a fighter. So he said he just ignores them all and then doesn't.
Can't be good for
Well,
you.
not all
though.
of them, obviously.
Yeah, because they
Being
cut
that-
weight and
being
hit weight
wee and then-
really
Yeah.
hard.
And then like extreme.
No, is that your second M&S gin and tonic?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is shit.
I
Have a
hate
Nelson. Have a Nelson. There you go.
I didn't
Claire
like
drinking one of them, are you
Stella.
joking?
What do you like? What do you want? Have some of that.
I still got that.
Well, mate, look at the size of them cans.
They're doubles, if that makes a difference.
They're
Doubles up Steve!
So in 3 hours, you've had 1.5 shots.
Yeah.
I've
So
not been
Some
here
people would
3
call that a
hours.
Lewis Malcolm.
let's go.
I've
Look
not
at
been-
Max. We're splashing the.
Can we? I've not been here 3 hours.
You have.
You got here before
It's
9
11 o'clock. Oh my god.
Right. Let's move on.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Question 5.
Yeah.
Axel Tuanzebe. He won a childhood game. Broke the world record for the fastest completion of a childhood game. What game was it?
Hungry Hippos.
Max?
Oh, yeah, Hungry Hippo.
2 points.
You just Can we have an extra point because I knew the answer before he said it's a game where you can play with other people.
Yeah, I'm glad I revealed the one game you can play with
No,
three
that's
people. Sorry,
Yeah.
mate.
How the fuck do you?
Get fucked.
I actually knew the answer like yesterday.
And I believe him. Right. Okay, we're going to take a short break. 'cause
Oh,
that's
love
the end of the
it.
sports round.
Toilet.
Bo's going to go for a wee. We're going to reset the cameras. Come back in a sec for the final scores, and we're going to play
mate.
Would I Lie to You? But I've come up with a different name for it. See you in a sec.
Action.
We're back to you in the studio.
We're in the studio.
Back to us
We're
in the
back to
studio.
us in the studio. Yeah. Scores on the doors, Lewis.
We have the final scores of the quiz. The flat forum.
No. The big flat quiz of the
Big
year.
flat. I was going to get around to fucking hell, mate. Big flat quiz of the year.
Well, how are we going to do this?
And in
We
second,
can't do it.
no.
I feel like it's us. Oh, yeah, it's
In
right.
second place, with a grand total of 13 points,
Yeah, it's us.
It's us.
was Deep Down. Oh, the winners.
We have been robbed, but okay.
We have.
Inspired by Mr. Manning, were Nobody Cares.
He really came into his own after the second
15
round.
points.
15 points. Hey, the best
Game,
bit about
good
this
game,
podcast,
great game.
the points carry over because we're about to play. Hang on, we're about
Oh,
to play.
Can I
Oh,
just
it's forgotten.
The
Can I suggest
transition.
an idea that we have an extra point because we were a man down?
You still lose.
Just to get us
No,
back in the
we've not
game.
got
Because if the
3
points carry
brains,
over.
2 brains.
Do I hear moaning?
To be honest,
I wasn't really
But
playing the
also-
first 2 rounds.
Shut
to be fair to them,
It's all
it's
an
1.5 brains.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Give us another point.
The points don't matter. Let's move
I'm not
on.
giving another point.
I don't know
biased
what
now.
points they got.
If I hadn't taken any
Yeah.
points
I don't know
away
what's
for you
going on.
You
being
should have been defending.
too
us.
gobby, then maybe I'd
We
consider it.
weren't
You've been
accepting any
gobby.
insolence and any
Don't be gobby.
dissent.
Gobby.
So
Right, let's move on. What's the next
moving
game
swiftly
called?
on.
Were they telling
Stop
you
it
what
now,
to
stop your
do?
team.
Bo's getting very, very gobby. The next game is called Would I Fib in Flat 4 to You?
It's snappy, it's catchy, it doesn't sound anything like
just
the
come up
original.
with that?
Obviously, the totally original big flat quiz idea was genius, so I decided to try out a completely unique game called Would I Fib in Flat 4 to You. I asked our lot to each write me an interesting story that happened to them. Each team are going to read a story out to the other team. They haven't seen the paper before. The thing is, it might be the story they gave me, or it might be a total lie. The other team has to work it out. Fairly simple concept. Each guess is worth 5 points.
Game changers.
All's to play for here, okay? That's a whole round of the quiz. So,
Wow.
essentially,
Wow.
I've got
Domino.
pieces of paper here for each person on each team, okay? When you read it, I want you to
Nervous.
open it and read it straight away. I don't want you to read it in your head, and then the other team has to ask you questions to ascertain whether it's the truth or a lie. So that might be like, what was the name of your girlfriend at the time? Or like, dig into that story, really get them to tell us the story of this piece of paper, okay?
Should we have a time limit for questions on each side?
I'm going to time it.
Okay.
I've got... oh my-
Do you want to kick? Do you want to
Within
kick it
reason.
off for us?
Loosely.
Well, I'm the bonus round, so I've got my own.
Oh.
And then
Do you
after
wanna-
you all...
Oh.
You
You
can
wanna
kick it off for us, though.
What do you mean?
Me and Charlie
You wanna
can't
start-
participate because we've
No,
written
no,
this
that's
for you.
last. That's the
This is
decider. That's
last.
10 points.
Okay.
That's the
Oh,
decider round.
okay.
I'll go first.
You
Well,
go
yeah,
first.
Lewis is first. Here we go.
back in the
All
game.
right,
Go on,
all right.
Lewis.
That's not going to sound
Get your
horrible.
acting skills on.
Thank you, sir.
Is it?
I'm just going to deal these, Lewis. Hang on. Don't open it until you're told.
Or you just
That's
throw them
literally
at
what it says
random.
on it.
No, they've got
names.
names.
So
Do you
you've
not-
decided if our stories are true or not.
So I've either written down the story that you gave me, or a complete lie.
Did you just say
No.
you've decided if our stories are true or not? like
No,
we
you came on me.
Claire, you're adopted by a wolf. It doesn't matter what you say about it. It happens. So you got to live that life. All fours for the rest of your life.
Came on me.
If your answer is true, you want the other team to get it wrong.
Okay.
But you can't lie. So if it's true, you want to talk about it like it's a story, but try and make them think
Yeah.
it's a lie.
Yeah.
And if
Can
it's
we
a lie,
fabricate a few of the?
No, it
Not
has to be true.
Can we
Accentuate.
accentuate?
Yeah.
Accentuate a couple of
It has
points.
to be true. So Lewis, could you open your paper and read us what it says, please? I'll
can
hold your
indeed.
mic.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
Look at that skill. He's done this before.
So, when I was 15, I was told I was pooping wrong. Badly wrong.
So who told you?
My brother.
And how you were 15? You said.
I was 15, so I'm still living at home.
How
What?
did he see you pooping wrong?
Why was your brother watching your shit?
Well, family ritual.
Siblings.
No, I was in the bathroom. It was one of those bathrooms where it's like our current flat, where if you shut the door but don't lock it, it kind of wafts open.
Oh, okay. Okay.
A wafting door.
So our bathroom door had wafted slightly open. I hadn't had my phone, so I wasn't like watching it on YouTube or anything like that. So it was completely quiet, and he walked in as I was doing the business.
So, tell us, what were you doing?
What were you doing
What were
wrong?
you doing
How
wrong?
were you pooping wrong?
Were you facing the cistern?
No. I was doing a classic Superman line horizontal across the bowl.
Straddling it.
So, it wasn't that I was pooping wrong as such.
Was the lid
part
closed?
Part of my pooping technique was wrong. You see, the
Were you,
classic...
were you sucking instead of pushing?
I was washing it out.
Relax your sphincter.
So, it's the age-old question, do you wipe front to back or back to front?
Oh, so the wiping
Oh,
was
but
wrong.
that's
You're not
not-
pooping wrong.
That's not wrong. though.
Clickbait title, it is a badly wrong, and I now know my ways. I, at the time, was wiping back to front.
That's wrong.
Wait, what? You were going in at the back?
In at the back.
Back to front.
For those watching on YouTube, I was starting at the back and going until I touched the ball sack.
Well,
Oh,
if you're gonna go forwards, you go in from the front. You don't
then
go
you
from
wipe
the
back
back
to
and
front.
push. You go from the front and
If you do
pull.
that, then you might get the odd stray finger.
You don't want a brown finger.
That is badly wrong.
That is bad.
Badly wrong.
Some may call it a rogue finger.
I've now learned the errors of my ways,
slippery digit.
and I wipe front to back.
How was it adjusting for you?
Sorry, I've just
It was
noticed
Training. Hard couple of months.
Andy has said nothing so far.
I'm just
He's
thinking
just
of what I
taking it
do.
in. He's just looked over at me and just goes, that was funny.
He's just observing.
I'm just absorbing all of it. And just,
So,
yeah.
is it a truth or is it a lie? What do we reckon?
I think it's true.
Yeah. True.
I think it's a lie. Well, you guys have voted, so...
Well, you know him better than all
I
of us.
haven't. You've seen me poo a lot, but I don't think I've ever seen you shit.
To add to this story, so me, Callum, and we live with a guy called Tom as well. I've been living with Callum for about 4 years
Shout out
now.
to Tom. He probably. I hope he listens.
I hope he listens. He best listen. We all went out. We all work at the same company. We went for work drinks last night. Me and Tom got home quite late. I, as you do after having had a couple of pints, went
yeah.
for a poo. Me and Callum were quite liberal with our poos and leave the door open.
Poo wherever we
You
want.
can't really see
I had to
any
deal
of the
with that for
crown
2
jewels.
years.
You can just see kind of the front of your toes, you know what I mean? And Tom walked past in his intoxicated state and said, I wish I was as confident with my pooing as you and Callum were. I went to bed. Fun story there.
Wow.
Let's get him there.
I said, Tom, it just takes a bit of training. You know what I mean? You believe it, and you're there.
Is it a truth or is it a lie?
I think they voted against. So I think they say true.
He's
So I'll
wiping.
go with
So
that.
you're
very-
saying that he's wiping back to front from behind, and that was poopy bad wrong. True story.
I can get. So I think I'll go with them. I'll say it's true.
Okay.
But only because it's a wiping thing. It's not pooping wrong. If it was a pooping, if he was like squatting on the seat, fair enough.
You guys don't poop in the sink and transfer across?
Okay.
Just mush it down the shower.
Lewis,
Andy Burrows style in the
I was
sink.
waiting for this.
Lewis, is it a truth or is it a lie?
That was a lie.
I told you.
I knew it.
Always.
5 points.
Pointed.
You
5
sold
points,
that.
Les.
Well done.
That was very well.
I'll give you
sold,
that.
Okay,
Well
so the
done.
next
I didn't know how
person,
to do wrong. I was like,
we're going to go to Callum next. Max, have you started a time with the cameras?
Yeah.
Okay,
We have.
Callum next, please.
human
Me,
metric.
okay.
It's all up here.
That'd be impressive.
Okay. As a young teen, my mum took my disposable camera, got it developed for me. I was grounded for 2 months.
Why were you grounded? What was the reasoning she gave to you?
It's quite funny because I was talking earlier about my friend Vernon, if you're listening, shout out, who
This story's going.
he got his nudes developed by Boots.
Really?
It was
Has he heard
yeah.
of like?
Oh god,
iMessage
this wouldn't surprise me. What was it?
So
Something
you had your
ridiculous?
disposable camera developed by your mum, and then you were grounded for 2 months.
Yeah.
So going from that story, I presume the link was that.
So basically, I was in the Scouts a lot when I was a kid.
You know what they say about the
obviously,
Scouts.
and we did
Welcome to
lots
the
of
Scouts days in Scouts.
camps and stuff like that. So went out and obviously had some disposable cameras with us, and boys being boys, I was like 14, 15 or something like that. There was a lot of like stupid stuff.
Underage porn.
What are we talking? Details.
Wow,
Have you still got the photos?
it was.
I'm trying to get like.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
I-
straight away.
Was
No
admire
time
that.
to
Was
think.
the cock and balls?
On you go.
So
I
what were the
was-
pictures?
Well,
Describe one of the pictures.
I don't know because I never saw them.
But you took them.
He did it.
on a
It was
disposable camera.
no. It was
what he sees in the camera sees is very different.
It was the kind of thing where it was like there was like 5 of us in a tent, and it was there's a camera.
Oh, okay.
5 guys, 1 tent. I've seen that before.
in the
So,
Scouts.
but we're talking like down the trousers kind
Really?
of stuff. Like, and this is we're young kids. It was
And was
Why-
your, was your mum
hindsight,
was your mum
disgusting.
angry or like disappointed?
a bit of both, to be honest.
Right.
Like
She's still
quite-
disappointed.
like rightly so. Like
I have a
Probably.
question.
Yeah.
Was did you know what the photos were going to be like before you asked your mum? Did you know what had gone on before you asked your mum?
I had an inkling, but I was like, my thoughts were, if they're bad, they won't develop them. Do you know, like?
Oh, they'd censor them themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would assume that there'd be some type of censorship thing that would
Protocol.
happen. Exactly.
For underage.
Do you not think that would
children?
get fed back to your mum though, while she was at Boots? If they saw a lot of kiddie willies.
Fucking hell, Lewis.
Wow.
Kiddie
Willies.
dark.
Kitty Willies.
The willies are good.
I would have thought so, but
I'm
Wow.
immediately thinking lie, boys.
Yeah, that was my first.
I've lived with Callum for 4
Yeah,
years.
no,
And he's
I
never
agree.
told you that.
I've
Not
lived
heard that
one
story.
for 2.
He's quite a sexually liberal guy. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
And he's
No, I
quite
agree.
open, pooing with the door open, showering with the door open at a New Year's party.
Yeah.
It's happened before.
It's true.
And he wouldn't be ashamed to tell this story to us or to me. I feel like I would have heard it before.
So what are you saying, Claire?
What do you think, Claire?
I think it's a lie.
He's a
But then
liar.
also at the same time, though, with the kind of story it
If
is,
anyone in this
wouldn't
group got the
surprise
cock out
me.
for a camera, it'd be Callum.
Yeah, exactly.
To put it in
Exactly.
short.
Are we saying truth or lie, please?
I think
A lie.
lie.
I think lie.
Callum.
it was a lie.
Oh, it's a lie
boys back
from
in the league.
Callum.
Yeah.
He played that very well. to
No,
be
you
fair.
did
It was
good.
Censorship bit was good.
You
It
did
was,
good.
it was the slight hesitation before when you like laughed and went, well, I was like, he's stalling.
Next.
There was very similar thing did actually
Yeah, it
happen.
does sound like
Like
something
the story I
that would
based it
happen
off
to
of.
you.
Really?
Pretty similar thing. I went to develop the camera myself, and I didn't get the pictures back. But it was
Wow. Next up is Max, please. So I want you to open it and read it straight away if you can.
you've chosen an order. Sorry,
I'm just doing one from each team.
Yeah. We've got 13 minutes, by the way.
Thank you.
It'll be a quick one. I once dressed up as a shepherd in full robes and wafted my farts over primary school children with my gown.
Definitely sounds like something you'd do. Straight up.
As I'm locking him with the truth.
When was this? Why were you dressed as a shepherd?
It was in the nativity.
it's a lie.
In the nativity in
Or is he bluffing?
yeah, I was young. How old are you when you? What year are you when you're 6?
Like 10? Year 6?
No,
or how
no,
old
when
are you?
you're 6.
You're
Year
6
one,
when
no,
you're
year
6.
one is 6.
Yeah, okay, year 1 roughly.
Oh,
no
you're
idea.
right. So you were... Sorry, explain
I was
it.
about 6 years old,
Yeah.
and I was on stage, dressed as a shepherd.
Yeah.
And I was farting on stage, relentlessly, I'd say.
Can you tell us the other characters that were on stage with you?
It's the
The
nativity,
nativity,
play.
sorry. You know, in the
Shepherd 1 and 2.
children's nativities,
I
they all come on.
maintain my question.
Children's nativities,
Alright, we're not in a
all the
court.
characters come on. So it was the final scene. I didn't have a big part, so I'd come on at the end. You know, just give me a few.
Didn't have a
give me
big
few
part, but he had a big
minutes.
parp.
Exactly.
Don't
So I
do
came. I was sat at the front of the stage, and I farted and proceeded to waft my farts.
Can you describe the smell?
It's,
No, but the front,
It's not that-
the front 3 rows can.
Wait.
if you ask the 3 wise men, I'm sure they could tell you.
Was it? Were they silent, or were they like?
No. They
noisy?
weren't loud. They weren't loud farts. They were quiet farts.
But did
there's
everyone know
multiple
you
farts.
farted?
consistent.
I don't know if they. I personally, I never asked.
Were you embarrassed at the time?
No, because kids don't get embarrassed, do they?
They do.
At
They
that
do
age,
get embarrassed.
I didn't get embarrassed.
Yes, I remember farting. When when you just sit sit on
I
the,
was one
on
of the
the
3
carpet.
kings, and you should have smelt it.
You know when you sit on the carpet,
Yeah.
you like let one out.
Vibration.
Everyone kind of like looking around,
It
and
absorbs into the carpet.
I was also looking around. I was like, "Who was that?" Obviously, I know it was me. I just wanted to play along. I got really embarrassed. You do get embarrassed. as a
I
kid.
remember once in chemistry in year 9, it was my first big boy fart, right? And what I mean, as a kid,
Is that a
You
way of
sh-
saying a shark?
You shit
as a
yourself.
kid, as a kid, you let out farts and it's like it smells a little bit like nappies, you know. It smells. This time, my anus opened up, and I didn't. It wasn't loud. It just went,
Oh, they're the worst smells.
and I felt my bum open like this, right? And it came out, and I was like, oh god. The whole room was like, what the fuck was that? And I was sat there like, I have no idea.
You gotta
It was
pretend.
Worst. It was like my
Pretend.
coming
I've
of
done
age
that.
of farts.
Is this the kind of thing that when you're trying to
Age of
sleep
farts.
and you think of stupid shit like
And
you
you've not like a missed handshake
Yes.
in college.
I
is
still
that
worry
the
about
kind
it,
of thing
yes.
you think about?
Yes. Sorry for detracting from your shepherd wafting on primary school children.
I reckon it's close to the truth. Like, I can imagine 6-year-old.
I don't remember anything before October, so I don't remember. The fact of remembering he was 6, don't think it's true.
6 was a rough age.
I was.
It was about that.
Was it a rough
I was
age?
starting off
Too
by
much
saying I'm sure. I don't think
Alcohol,
think so.
drugs.
I think
what
it's
do
a
you
lie.
You think lie? All right. Okay.
What do you reckon?
We're gonna go with truth, Adam.
Truth.
Make it awful.
Truth, Max. Is it truth or a lie?
It was true.
Yeah.
I thought it might have been.
Yeah.
There's something about
That was 2-1 as well. and it's still
Fair
wasn't true.
deal.
Yeah, it's a lie,
Max
to be
farted
fair.
on stage. He also pulled this face and wafted in front of his nose in front of the whole audience.
And there's a video
Oh,
recording of
bless.
it.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Which will be up on Instagram with this post.
Love it.
Please.
Charlie, could you read yours next,
Oh
please?
no.
This is going to be a banger.
I'm really
Well,
bad
true
at
or false, it's going to be a banger.
True or false?
During high school, I was once suspended after hiding a peeled banana in my PE teacher's shoe 3 matches in a row.
Matches.
What sport?
Rugby, obviously. Look at him.
Look at him.
Look at the size of him.
Look at the warm up.
Obviously rugby.
Why would you hide a peeled banana in your
It was just one of them locker room. Oh, go on.
Trump-esque locker room
How
pranks?
old
Chaz,
were
do
you?
it. Well, in high school.
Yeah, that's 7 years. you could have been 18 or 11.
No, in my
High school has 6 years.
I'm different to all of you. My high school was from year 9 to 11, and then sixth form on the end of that.
Okay, so
And we were quite close with my PE
So the
teacher.
question still
the
stands.
question is, how old were you? Which
My
year?
Age.
So year 10 or 11 was one of the last years,
10
but we
or
were
11.
quite close to our high school, our PE teacher. He was Irish and he was into
Close enough
rugby.
to hide bananas in his shoes.
Yeah.
Can you
Peeled
stop asking
bananas.
questions, please? Can
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll be impartial.
How did he notice you?
It got out eventually.
What, the banana?
Lads, a bit.
I'd like to think he took it out before he put his shoe on.
He looked for the person who was eating a banana.
Just with the skin in my hand, yeah.
Where did you get the banana skin from?
No, I
I think he
peeled the
bought a full
banana.
banana.
and then I put the peeled banana in his shoe.
Is that what you waited to ask a question for?
Yeah.
As if bananas are hard to
just
come
trying-
by.
They are when you're in class.
Did you get a banana?
I had a contact called Steve who just hooked me up.
Wait,
With a banana.
I got the banana skin from the banana I just peeled.
Shouldn't be eaten in class.
But it was the peel or the banana that you put in the shoe.
I think
The banana.
Did you get-
When did you do
Banana.
this? Was this during your PE lessons?
After PE lessons, in the changing rooms, locker rooms.
Why was his shoe just left there?
Okay.
Because he changes his shoes. Because he has his school shoes and then
professional,
he has PE
Max.
But he didn't put
shoes
them into an office. He just left them in the changing room.
No, his office comes off of the PE locker room.
Can we just? So Claire's Claire's just said he shouldn't be eating in class. as if somebody who's putting banana skins in his teacher's
Peeled bananas,
Peeled
not the
ba-
skins.
The
The
actual
banana.
banana.
Yeah,
oh
This is what Claire was
bananas.
looking for.
Oh,
Still.
I didn't understand that.
I used to
I
eat
just
glass.
the banana.
So it was a naked, fleshy banana.
Yeah, without the skin on.
Did he put the shoe on with the banana in it?
No,
Because it's in there
of-
3 times. He said.
It was only about a size 7 or 6 or 7.
Right.
So it wouldn't go all the way in it.
How,
you could see
how
it.
big is an average
You're on
banana?
my fucking team. Stop asking.
How
How big is the average banana, Charlie?
in comparison to shoe sizes?
In comparison to a size
Size
7.
6,
how,
7.
how much length was left of the shoe with the banana already inserted?
See,
I didn't.
Sorry,
I didn't.
sorry. Carry on.
How inches?
It's
inch,
not
2
an
inches?
inch thing. It didn't. It kind of rose out of the.
It's about half a banana's worth.
What do you call the cuff of a shoe? So you got your cuff
heel?
on it, the heel,
What came out the top of the...
the top of the.
Was it kind of like when you do a massive long poo and it just peeks out
Sticks
the
in the
top?
water?
Hey, what's that called?
Surf
A
and
surf and
turf.
turf
Surf and
deluxe.
Water and sea.
It wasn't a surf and
What
turf.
shoes was he rocking?
He always Nikes.
What colour?
Always nice.
He had white and blue ones.
I was just thinking.
White and blue ones.
Do you
White
not
and blue
think
ones.
that after the first time, I presume you came and told your year?
Well,
off,
it was
did
kind of spaced apart, so we couldn't remember what.
But the first time it
He had a
happened.
memory like Callum and couldn't remember.
The first time it happened, so
over.
he'd take his shoes off.
Oh,
And then
really
wait
banana.
until the next time he did it until he realised that there was
No, it's
banana
when
in his
he.
shoe.
Well, it's when he takes his. When we're playing rugby.
Yeah,
when he takes his
rugby boots
boots
and
off,
you put it in
shoes
his-
on.
Yeah.
That's when he
Does that
realised.
mean you're on the bench a lot? If you had time to do this while everyone else was playing rugby?
Of course he was looking.
I was always first in.
I'm
I wanted
assuming you'd do it when he changed, not
Yeah.
like
I
wait
wanted.
till the bench.
I was always first in the changing rooms because I wanted to get in the showers before
See the
everyone
boys
else came
naked.
in. Because I didn't.
So-
I didn't like being close.
Just to finish off the story, you'd put the banana in the shoe because you were a lad and you thought it was funny.
It was a.
Did he ever put the shoes on and realise the banana was in there?
No, he'd just pick them up and he'd. By the
Does that
time,
not defeat the prank a little
Wait,
bit?
so
If
you
ever put it
watched
on-
him pick them up
yeah, everyone was watching.
3 times?
To be fair, if someone put a banana in someone's shoe, everyone would watch that.
Yeah,
Everyone was watching.
What do we think, boys?
3 times.
Truth or
3
lie?
times.
But I
Yeah.
thought you weren't there. It's definitely a lie.
It's a lie. Yeah.
I think there's a little part of
Or
me
he's
Yeah, there is a
that
little
thinks
part of
this
me.
is Charlie's kind of idea of a joke.
Yeah, it is definitely.
Yeah.
His
I
deprived
know.
childhood.
Especially
I think,
young
Oh.
Charlie.
I think it might have been a lie.
Really?
3
I think it's a
Lie?
lie.
Charlie, was it truth or a lie?
It was a lie.
Yes.
I want that to be
Catch
true.
up, boys.
I thought that was true as well.
I could
he
imagine
did that
you being
very
bad.
well. You
That was very well
smashed that.
School.
To be
Lie.
fair,
And we're back.
we're back in the room. We've had Charlie, Callum, Bo, and Lewis. I'm just going to say Claire.
You
Can't be
haven't
asked.
had Bo. You've
I've
had.
not.
You haven't had Bo.
No, we
you've had
haven't had
me.
Bo.
Oh,
It was Max.
was
It
it?
was
Well,
Max.
Max and Lewis.
And we're back.
Claire is yet to go.
And we're back.
Next on the cards, we're going to have Bo Anderson. Claire, I can't be asked, Claire.
yeah, boy, what?
Miss
gonna have
Ms.
Claire-
Anderson.
Miss Anderson is going to read her truth or lie. This is gripping content.
Yeah.
For me, I am involved in this. I'm invested.
At least
Because
we know we're going to get some
you are
views.
literally
Hang on,
involved in it.
Read. You've got to read. You've got to read it.
Out loud right now.
She had something in her mouth.
I was eating hobnob. I once talked to an old lady for so long she missed her flight. Then spent the next day sulking by the pool with no bikini on.
Swaz isn't that old.
Hey.
So it isn't. It
Um,
wasn't in my ma.
so this, where was this?
It was in America. It was in Florida.
So you were going to the same flight, same place?
Yeah.
So she was talking about the
No,
pool.
no. Sorry, no. So we were at Florida,
Yeah.
and I was catching my flight back
Right.
in the airport.
Yeah.
So I was getting a flight. The lady was getting a flight. She was getting a different flight to me, and she missed her flight.
So how did you know that she she was out by sulking by the pool, naked the next day?
Because
I think you mean that you were sulking about the pool the next day.
It's a lie.
Were you or the lady sulking the next day?
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
No.
Straight up.
I fucked it.
Why wouldn't you give Claire her own story? You know what she's like.
So, who was sulking by the pool the next day?
It's too late.
No, you can recover. It's fine.
No,
Carry on.
I can't recover.
Go on, carry on.
I like
Guys,
it.
what
So,
are we
boys,
thinking?
what do we think? Truth or a lie?
Wait, is this a giant bluff?
It was quite a lot for me to take in.
Is it truth or a lie?
Lie.
You've done well here.
It's actually very similar though.
It's actually true.
No.
No.
No, it
No.
is.
It's no. Swear
was
to God.
a big bluff.
No.
No, it is true.
She
Swear-
said it's actually similar.
Swear
She
to
can
God,
No,
that's
it is
exactly what she told me that her story was.
she couldn't even understand it though. That's not.
Doesn't
And
matter.
she-
That's just the way Adam's
it is.
That's
written
just
it.
Claire.
But if she can't tell us the how the
Hey,
fucking story happened,
No, 'cause
That
the
isn't
way
my
You
problem.
did make your
I wrote
decision.
the truth story.
he's worded it differently
Shout-
to how I said
The points
it.
don't matter, do they?
Shouting doesn't win an argument. We're trying to get across a solid
she
point.
told
here.
us basically wrong information.
Yeah.
Everything she said was true. Everything that's written on there is also true.
So we
Right.
won.
Fucked it. Yeah.
Well,
Big W.
Can you tell us the actual story?
Yeah.
I was my granny. So.
I'm sorry, guys. She was shit. But that was a great written point.
A great written
Well,
point.
Great.
Better than your fucking English.
Very well written point.
Yeah, I can tell that you wrote this.
You've kind of written it differently to the story. But
Tell
yeah,
us the story.
my granny basically was talking too much. So we missed our flight back home to Scotland from America. We had to stay in this random hotel. And because my granny has a house in America, she ended up not having any clothes, but she wanted to sit at the poolside, so she wore just like black underwear. And no, like not like a bikini. But the old lady was my granny.
Oh.
And it was your granny that
Who
was sulking.
was chatting too
She
much.
was right.
So
And
it's
she was sulking
Swazinia.
and
So it was true. But Claire
Wow.
was so dumb. She thought it was a lie.
No, but she wasn't sulking.
You said she was so upset the next day that she sat by the pool with no bikini on.
No,
I don't like this.
no, I didn't say that.
Right, well, I
Jonathan,
mean,
can get
It's like a
on the
part
message.
lie now.
Can we veto that?
It was. She wasn't upset, but she sat beside the pool with no bikini on. And we missed her flight because she talked too much.
If she'd been clever, she could have just accepted that we just lost the point, but it's too late now.
I'd say she would have been upset. You might not have said it, but I would have been upset if I'd missed
mean,
my
we would all
flight.
rage.
Knowing her as well as I do.
She also locked herself out the hotel.
What's your nan's name?
I was about to say Granny. Sylvia.
Me and Sylvia.
Sylvia.
As close as we are, I think she would. I think she would sulk after missing her flight.
Me and Sylvia, who I know as
She-
Granny.
So what are we saying? I mean,
They've already said-
I did my job.
Well,
I
no,
think.
what do you mean what we're saying? They've already said
You're
lie.
the fucking. You're like the only person that's not in a
Can
team,
you take
so-
control of this, please?
So I feel bad because I did write it deliberately ambiguously to make it sound like a lie, but it was true.
The premise
But-
of the story
but
is true.
kind
As I
of a
started
lie.
reading it, I thought it was a lie.
I say,
And then was like, this is really similar to the story.
give them the
I saw.
points, because then the last one is the decider,
Is it?
I believe.
Well,
Oh, is
work
it?
it out. Did they get yours right? And they got yours wrong.
You got points.
Andy, could
Hello.
you read your card,
All right,
please?
okay. Cheers.
You hold. Have to hold it back there. Andrew, do not open till 12.
That's the size of an
I
encyclopedia.
once
his
visited.
But
Ah,
no.
hey,
Whoa, whoa, here we go.
I once visited Portugal with my cousin, got trapped in a cave, and took a fat shit in the sea. Then waited with the floater till the tide went out. Sorry, that's
Can I just say how awful the handwriting is in these? I
My
struggled.
printer's broken. I did my best.
I struggled to read it.
So,
What's cousin's name?
Joe. Sorry,
where
I was thinking about
where
which
in
cousin.
Portugal?
I don't
That's
actually
in
know.
Australia.
Landlocked Lisbon.
No, I don't actually remember. That's really bad.
You're meant to be completely
Sorry,
impartial.
I think
You
Was it on
shit.
the coast?
I think it was the Algarve, but I don't actually remember. No, but I think we visited Lisbon. That's why I'm thinking.
Why did you poo and sing?
So
Well, I presume you did poo.
I got.
Would I be right?
And which way
You
did you
needed to
wait?
poo?
If you need a poo now, would you just shit on the couch?
Well, no, because there's a toilet, but there isn't many toilets at the beach.
How about we let him answer
It's
then?
true.
You've
Andy,
forgotten.
why did you poo in the sea?
Yeah.
So I got trapped in a cave,
Like those Asian boys last year.
I'm coming out of my cave. and
No,
I'll be
so we were walking along.
That was such a sad
I missed
wink.
that.
He just started singing Mr. Brightside. Andy, why did you poo?
So one day, like me and my cousin went out just basically for walks. We were with family, and we went down to the beach, and there's like no one there. We're like, oh, sick, beach to ourselves. Went along some rocks essentially, but the tide came in, and then
Are you holding his baby?
It was so shit.
oh, he's just smiling now.
Carry on, Andy.
You're walking along
Sorry.
something.
I was walking along the beach.
Yeah.
Tide came in, but it was like a cliff, so I had nowhere to go in time. So I was in a cave, and I needed to shit.
Was it like a big cave?
It was like more like a
If you're on a cliff,
no.
No,
I
they
was
weren't on the
beach.
cliff. He was on the beach. Come on, Lewis, listen.
all right, but there's a cliff on each side. So you can get
No,
out.
one side.
So it was a valley.
It was one side. The sea was on the other side. Tide was coming in, and we didn't have time to go.
How did you get out from this?
So how quick was this tide coming in?
Well,
Like a tsunami.
no, just like as quick as tides come in.
And how long was the beachfront that you didn't have
Very
time to get
long.
off the beach?
When was this?
I was about 14, 15.
How did you eventually get off the beach?
The tide went
stayed
out.
overnight on the
We climbed out. So it wasn't like more like a cove than a cave. It was like a.
You curved one out in a cove.
I had a glass and a half.
Did you not try and climb out before you opted to poo?
No, we tried, but it was water was rising and it was like rocks. So we would have had to swim, but we didn't want to swim with rocks there, and it kind of stopped.
Yeah.
So we were like, let's just wait it out.
I forgot what you said.
How long did you wait?
Like 40 minutes maybe.
What did your parents say when you got home?
We didn't tell them. It's actually a secret until
was it?
today.
To listen to the podcast?
And what did you
No.
wipe with?
I didn't with the
didn't?
sea
Didn't wipe.
with my hand.
Because I've had a story
We
like
were in the
We
sea.
just got to get a tissue
I had a story
from.
like that in
Seaweed.
Italy, and
Oh,
I wiped it with
nice.
Adam's
Look at-
t-shirt.
That's actually true.
That is,
Put that down.
yeah.
Ah,
So
yeah.
there you
No, I shat and it was very, very, very clean actually.
Clean break.
Very clean.
Okay.
Yeah, I used my hand.
go. And you watched it.
What? No,
That's
I never saw it.
Oh, what a shame.
Did you feel like you had to wipe, or
I checked.
what were you in the whitewater rapids?
It's in the ocean.
Like a bidet?
Right. Is it a true or is it a lie?
I genuinely have no idea.
I'm edging towards a lie.
I would
me
say
too.
lie, but the fact that I've sort of been in a similar situation with the whole pooing thing,
What, getting stuck in a
I
cave?
pee-
but not
yeah.
getting stuck in a cave.
But I don't know about Andy's ability to lie as well. I don't know if he would have struggled to come up with all the details.
Stuck in a cave bit kind of is a bit
Stumbled
ambiguous.
out and he kind of ran with it. But
I
I
think
don't
it's a
know.
lie, but
I think it's a lie.
you,
It's also a little bit like, oh yeah, I met this girl. She lives in a different country. You wouldn't know her.
What are we saying, guys?
Lie.
Truth or lie?
Lie?
Well, I think.
Yeah,
Lie.
lie.
I think it's a lie. Andy, is it true or is it a lie?
It's true.
Wow.
I'll tell you the
Fucking hell.
full.
see.
I'll tell you the full
I mean,
story.
Does that mean you haven't told us the full story, Andy?
No, I've told you the
Withholding
story.
details.
We've got the story.
No, there's an
ending.
ending.
Oh, what's
I
the
didn't
ending?
get- we didn't
Oh,
ask
okay,
me.
yeah,
I
we
didn't
get
get
the
the
ending.
So we generally went for a walk along the beach, and it was very rocky. Tide came in, and because of the rocks, we were too slow to get to
I know what you
either
mean.
side.
Rocky rocks.
Yeah.
So we had to go in, and there was this little cove, and it was kind of coming up to our knees or shins, and I needed shit the whole time. And whilst we were waiting, I was just like, I'm just gonna fucking go. And me and my cousin kept it a secret for years. I think he might have mentioned it at Christmas last year or Easter or something, but
It's one of those things.
Um,
one of those things you kind
I
of
wasn't proud of it.
you
at the time.
hold in for a while.
Unlike
Oh, you
Andy
don't
did at the
know.
time.
Unlike-
Hey.
Right.
And we just a quick fun fact. We literally when
How fun is it?
eventually we got to not that fun. Eventually when we got out, I had to. We had on all fours had to climb a cliff because we realised there was no beach that way, but the other side was still flooded. So we had to like climb on all fours like for an
Skid
hour
mark, yeah.
Spider-Man.
to get back to civilization.
You made a proper Winnets clinging, didn't you?
Wow.
You could have died.
Nah.
So before we carry on, I'd like Bo to finish her second double gin and tonic.
Hey.
Yep.
Third, thank you very much.
Into the camera, please.
Third.
Cam-
I keep forgetting to
Camera
put
I
the
made
one.
you
red
a
tonight.
lovely Lithuanian drink
Yeah,
with
thank you.
Thank
lime
you.
and lemon tonic.
Lovely.
I don't know what that will be like. Max, how is it with Coke?
It's alright. Just like rum.
Rum and Coke, but it's rum and lime and lemon tonic. I've had 6 cans of Stella.
3 down.
I'm the same as
Nelson.
him. Can we just
6
say
Nelsons.
what's that? 3.
2 and a bit.
This is a double.
Yeah, but it's still the same
About
size.
the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Finish that off.
He's comparing
Right.
to me.
Are you on losing a point?
Oh no.
We're not. Sorry,
We
sir.
like to drink with both.
Decide around.
Decide around. So we were actually on 3 all.
Decide-
so we all
decider.
got
This
3
is
there.
This is another one with
So
you.
I genuinely have no idea what's written on this piece of paper. The winner of this gets 10 points.
Who wrote it?
Me
and Charlie.
Me and Max. So
We
How do we
cannot
decide
take
the winner
part.
here?
Whoever.
Because if you both get it right,
So you get you get a question each, and then you can guess, and you
Oh,
guess
And
the
then you
question.
keep going.
Do
Like-
we each get a question?
Yeah.
Yeah, one
Well, a question
at a
per
time,
team.
whoever gets it first.
we can
no,
figure
'cause
this
there's
out.
only 2 options. There's true or false, so you'll get it within one question.
We can figure this out any time. Points don't matter. Let me hold your mic. And
Yeah,
you
I want to
read it out.
hear. I want to hear what you got to say.
For the watchers on YouTube, this camera's now gone to fisheye in case this camera over here craps out. But if it doesn't, this is still the me. Go on, Max, get what you need to get.
Oh Jesus!
It's still the me camera, but it might get a bit of this theme in case that camera craps because the battery's a bit.
And a bit of this too.
So this is the bonus round, please. So this is my truth or lie. I've literally not read this. Max and Charlie just wrote it. So hopefully, Adam, don't open until told. Is it this?
It's the one.
that you haven't read.
Yeah. Okay.
We wrote
stop.
2.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Oh, you've just read it though.
While at the opening ceremony of the Mongol rally, I got so drunk that my brother had to wipe my arse for me.
Did you go on it? Other brother.
No, his other
You can't
I
brother.
went with
questions.
James, my older brother.
You can't ask questions. He's.
I will
Max
put the
and
microphone
Charlie are
down.
exempt because they wrote the question.
You're really
put your
young.
mic down, Charlie.
It was this trip, the Mongol rally, and I went with my older brother James.
You've not mentioned going on a rally. Did you go on a rally, mate?
Where?
Oh,
What
she
country?
took
What
a photo.
country were you in at
We
the
were,
time?
we was actually at Goodwood Racecourse in London, not near, like just south of London.
So you hadn't even left yet. Really?
It was the opening party, so everyone gets absolutely smashed, and it's a massive thing before everyone leaves. Yes,
Did he wipe your bum because you shat yourself, or you shat somewhere and then he done it?
I actually shat myself. To be honest with you, I was so drunk. So because basically we bought a lot of other teams' cars for
Yeah.
them, and they all bought us alcohol in return for their as a thank you for
What do
buying
you mean
their
you bought
cars.
their cars?
So they're from America and Canada and Australia. They couldn't register cars in the UK, so I registered them to 140 Glen Alden Close. like
Down
what
the
we
road.
said.
Oh yeah.
And I registered all their cars there, bought them for them, and they paid us, and then they said thank you with like champagne and beer and Disaronno and stuff. So I got absolutely hammered that night. I did a backflip off a car and nearly broke my neck, and shat myself, and James had to wipe my
What were you
arse.
drinking?
I was literally mixing Disaronno with whiskey. It's technically a Godfather, but I was just doing it DIY.
If it had been anybody else,
Yeah.
shit themselves, I would have probably said lie. But you shit yourself
On
quite
the
a
regular.
lot.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. It's happened
Also,
a couple of times.
It's true.
Don't
When
expose him
drunk.
like this.
When drunk.
No, I was gonna say.
No, not even when he's drunk.
He should.
Well, no, you have
He
funny
shits
bowels.
himself on the reg.
No, but in the toilet normally.
I shat.
That's not shitting yourself. That's just shitting.
No, but like you feel like coming when you're like eating ice
I got home
cream.
from the pub last night, went to the toilet, shit myself.
Here, I shit myself at work today. Fucking hell.
Well,
something
But
else.
I mean, it was like.
No, but like
In the toilet at
as
work.
in normally
It was-
you have dairy and you're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm gonna shit
But I
myself.
hadn't eaten anything bad.
This-
I'd just eaten normal stuff, and it was all down my legs. I'd proper shit myself.
Thing is-
And I'd also thrown up, and I remember waking up reaching for my tent like this. I was like outside my tent in a pool of sick, and I woke up and was like, I should probably get in my tent. And got in my tent and then went to sleep. But I
So,
was covered in shit.
What's your brother's name?
James?
So if you had
What's your
to,
catch
if
on
you
that one?
shit all down yourself, why did you just have to wipe your ass?
I didn't write the question. He cleaned up. He cleaned the sick off my face because I had sick all around my face. I had shit all around here. It was.
Did you?
I was
did,
wearing a floral suit, and I've never worn the
Did
suit
you?
since.
When was the next time you showered after that?
So that day
Uzbekistan.
we drove to Belgium and stayed in someone's house. So it'll be the day after in Heidelberg, Germany. So 2 days, like the day after the next day.
You're
Then-
disgusting.
Thing
I
is,
presume you had wet wipes.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. We like wet wipe showered it, but I mean, yeah, it was a lot of shit. I'm quite a hairy person.
Aww.
Dangleberries.
days. I have no further questions.
Okay, can we have a decision, please? Is that a true or a lie?
Sorry, I was looking. Right, okay, yeah.
Okay. What are we reckoning, boys and girls? I know it's a difficult one.
That they decided?
They haven't. What do you guys reckon?
Andy's pretty sure on this one.
I think it's a lie.
Okay.
Only because you've told me about this night before, not mentioned that, and I honestly don't think.
If it were me, that would be the first thing I would tell people.
Really? Okay.
You've got the Christmas postcard with Callum.
Okay. That's fair. I mean, yeah. Fair enough.
If I was talking about a night out that I'd had a lot of fun, and it would be in hindsight, it'd be like a year on later or something like that.
But
if I'd shit myself, I'd be like, guys, I fucking shit myself.
Yeah.
Like, because it'd be fucking, that's hilarious. That's so great.
And there's a blog. There's actually, I'm sorry, a vlog.
Yeah.
And there's
Video footage,
there's
but
no
there isn't
mention-
video footage of me being sick or lying in my sick because
No.
I filmed the vlog.
No, very true.
I did backflip off a bonnet and then he broke my neck.
Although
and-
you did shit yourself on this trip more than once after this story.
Yes.
So
What are we saying, Lewis and
I
Bob?
find it hard because there has been a scenario when there's been a similar story happen.
Yeah.
And I don't know if these guys if they know that story
They don't.
or they don't.
No.
You sure?
Yeah. I am
or
sure.
thing we're not off of that. What's the word? Can't think of the word.
Well, you've
Based
got
on-
to tell us now,
Basing
Claire.
it on that.
Come on. Hurry up.
What do you reckon? Truth or lie?
What did you say?
They haven't said yet.
All right.
We're just going through the
We'll go
workings.
true.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
True.
We said lie. I think we're gonna go lie.
The majority of that story is true, but that part is a lie. I
Yes.
didn't shit myself.
I knew you had a fucking mental night.
I had the
She told
best,
me
one of
about
the
it.
best nights of my life.
Lad.
No, but
I
felt-
did nearly break my neck. I was unconscious for 2 hours because I did a front flip off a car.
Yeah.
Trying to
The
copy
only
someone.
reason I thought it was real is because there's a very similar.
There is a similar story of me
Scenario
shitting
that-
myself.
No,
Yes.
Yeah.
Go on. Not that
I've,
one.
I've heard at
You
least
don't wanna hear
3 stories of you
about this
shitting
trip.
yourself.
On this trip.
Yeah.
I'll be surprised if your pants weren't full as we speak.
They're not at the minute, but I have.
Wait till he gets the ice cream.
What are you doing, Max?
Checking the time.
I thought you were farting to waft it like a shepherd.
So, at the end of that round, Callum and Andy get the points because they said I lied and they were true. So, Andy and Cal won the points. Lewis, you're going to have to do the maths here because
I think we've lost, boys and girls.
So,
Back.
so we're back with the final scores of this incredibly 3.5 hour long episode.
Incredibly drunk.
Incredibly
episode.
3.5
I'm
hour
pretty
long.
It's exactly what I wanted it to be. Charlie's fallen asleep.
We've lost the camera.
We've lost the camera. We were on the fisheye. So the D.
Deep down.
Deep
Deep
down.
down.
Somewhere deep down.
The team deep down after the quiz were on 13 points, with the no one cares on 15 points.
Wow, that was
After the would I lie to you round, no one cares gained an extra 10 points,
Oh my god, that means
Oh
we've won.
wow!
putting them on 25 to deep down's 13. So I'm really sorry, but no one cares won the 4 slices of treat. So
Wait, what?
We didn't get any points.
you didn't win. It was even.
thought
It was
you
even Stevens, and
That
then
doesn't make
they.
That
got-
was a really
that doesn't make
confusing
any
way to
fucking
announce
sense.
that.
Yeah, I know.
We
So-
got 10 extra points.
I don't want your
You
fucking
said to them-
chorizo.
It was even Stevens,
Yeah.
and then they got the question with me right, which was
Oh.
10 points.
Oh.
Okay.
So they got the extra 10
That
points.
wasn't very obvious.
I'm so angry.
Pause. Oh, I'm very, very upset. This is catastrophe.
Oh, I've had enough.
Charlie's off. I think. Is he actually
Won the
going?
wine.
I'm gonna go for a wee.
We just had a break.
You can't.
You had your time
What
to
a
wee.
mess.
You can't
You're
actually go
not
for a
a
wee.
professional.
What a mess.
I'm saying this is it, Charlie. This
Oh,
is
he's
the
gonna
end.
go throw up. You know what he's like? 2 pints in.
2 point Charlie.
Anyway, all I've got left to say is thanks to everyone for
Less to
listening to
stay.
this season of the Flat Forum.
Wow.
Smashed it, mate.
It's been a big season,
Bit
and I'm
massive.
I'm genuinely really proud of it. I think we've
Good.
had some great guests. I think Bo and Ollie were great. I'm really proud of everyone for
You
supporting
smashed
it.
it, mate.
I really appreciate
It's
it.
been a really great season. I'm proud of you for doing it, but this has been an absolute shit show.
I
Yeah.
love it.
It's been good fun, but
It's
This
the
3.5
beginning.
hours will be cut down to about 15 minutes.
if
Personally, I
anyone
like
has got
see
to
it.
here, I will personally give you a £1 coin.
I've
Mate,
actually
we
there
get-
you
we
go.
get at least 200 listens an episode. You're going to be poor soon.
to
Nah.
win.
Episode, to be
You know
fair.
where you
Let's
can
call
steal
it.
it from?
That coin.
Thanks to everyone for listening to this season of Flat Forum. If you loved this podcast, it would mean the absolute world if you could give us a review on iTunes.
Not this episode specifically.
No,
just
but
the
this
podcast
season.
in general.
It helps us reach tons more people, and we would really appreciate that effort. Thanks to... I've actually written Hannah and Annie here because that was the last episode I recorded. So, thanks to Callum, Charlie, Andy, Max, Bo, and Lewis. Thanks to you guys for listening. And we'll see you next season. Probably sometime next year.
Don't forget about the plugs.
What are the plugs?
Instagram.
Oh, yeah, we need that.
We're going to rewind a second here.
For this shit
Rewind.
show.
We're only on 3 hours and 41. Rewind. My Instagram is Adam_Growley. I'd also like to plug the Instagram for the podcast, which is Flat Forum. At Flat Forum.
Look at the camera, not at us.
So it's for like FOURUM at Flat Forum. Callum.
My Instagram is Callum_J Bain.
Callum J. Bain. Andy Burrows.
It's Andrew_Burrows.
Max.
Charlie's is.
He said Max.
Charlie.
Yeah, but Charlie's there.
Charlie's
back.
behind the cameras.
Mine
Move
is
your arm.
At Hot Wheels Blue 69.
And Max.
Max Rowley _
Bo.
Bo Anderson. I was supposed to say .com. Bo
Anderson official.
Bo Anderson Music BOW because everyone spells it
Bo
wrong.
Anderson Music BOW.
No, not
Lewis.
Fuck it.
At Lou Malk. L.
You haven't. Whoa. Before we finish, I made Claire a drink. She's
Right, you're
gonna
drinking
suck
What?
it.
How didn't they finish that
We
I'm about to go home to bed. I'm not drinking that. No.
It'll put you straight to sleep.
We like to drink with Claire, cause Bo is our mate.
No.
And when we drink with Bo, she does it all in eight.
I'm not.
Your shit. Your shit.
Can we?
There's
Can
a
we?
single shot in it. It's a single with lemon tonic.
You are never gonna
The cost
get
of it. You never tried it.
Costa.
I've spent money on it.
Bo Anderson is
not-
never
Charlie.
gonna get booked for a gig in her life because she's a shite
Come
bag.
on.
Blacklist her.
Yeah.
Everyone
Have
who's
some
listening.
fun.
Blacklist.
I can't drink all that.
You've never tried it.
I did. I've
It's
drunk
one
a bit.
single.
I've had a drink.
We like to drink with Max, because Max is our mate. And when we drink with Max,
He makes the most of
all
women.
in eight.
Of what?
Seven.
Put the beer down, drink
Six.
that whatever. I don't know what that shit is, but drink it.
Is it nice?
I don't know. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hooray!
I
Lewis,
love-
what's your Instagram?
I live underage drinking.
No.
Oh yeah.
That
I
was juice.
thought this was my mic. I live.
It was apple juice.
Yeah,
Right,
I've
Lewis.
had Lots of
At
wine.
Lou Malk. LEWMALC.
Charlie's moving the cameras all over the shop. I'm at Adam_Growley at Flat Forum for the podcast. I really appreciate you guys coming on for 4 hours of your time. This has been an absolute shit
I'll
show.
be honest, it was
Be
literally just a
lovely.
chance for me to get smashed with my
What
pals.
is the state of this podcast?
I'm absolutely
Ing-
man.
Max, I
flagging.
honour you for editing this shit.
Wow.
It's coming out in a week.
This, can I just say, this is a terrible way to end season 2.
It comes out a week today. Please don't listen to this.
What do you mean it comes out a week today?
If they've got this
It's coming
far,
out
they've
today.
already fucking listened
A
to
week
it.
today.
It's out today.
comes,
It's come out when it's come
comes
out.
out today. This is live stream to you. Straight to your computer.
It's a Christmas
My
gift.
Thanks
Done
to you
this
guys.
live.
Thanks
Merry
to
Christmas.
everyone for listening
Merry
to season
Christmas.
2. Merry Christmas.
You're filthy animals.
Jingle
Feliz
fucking bells.
Navidad.
Chin chin, boys.
The least knobby doc, and I'll see you next year, maybe in February.
Wipe
Cheers.
back to front.
Merry Christmas, people.